Chris Hope was trying to watch him, but he was having a lot of trouble with the stream, and then the camera was out of focus, and having a whole bunch of trouble there this morning. So, trying to watch him. Mike this morning, by the way.
What?
There'll be Mike this morning.
Oh, you're Mike. Okay.
Yep, Mike. Do, 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 boom. Oh, wow, am I ever wrong?
Little Llama Laura.
Little Llama Laura, good morning. She's
Good
first
morning,
this
Laura.
morning.
AZ.
Yep.
AZ says, Little Llama Laura says JDS was first.
He's a JDS first, huh? Okay, yeah, he's the first one from Canada. How's that? Yeah.
Oh, I suppose I better hit the like button, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was a nice stream last night. Things were going,
Yeah.
moving along.
Well, so how was the weather last night, Paul? We had fire trucks out during the night there. They had a lightning strike a house there last night. We had thunderstorms going through here. Yeah, Laura, you're the first, double first. How's that? Yeah, you're first and the first from UK. Yep. They say it's about 50 degrees out there right now, Paul. Here.
It's 54 according to my temp, but the wind is already starting. We're supposed to get 45 to 55 mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we put a big rope on your drone today. We put it up.
Oh, the only way to fly a drone today would be on the end of a long stick.
Yeah. Okay, what is going on, gentlemen? Let us have the latest fake news, Paul H. Ukraine won the war. How's that? No, I wish, but but anyways, no, not much happening this morning there. Actually, I was up about 3:30. I had to get up, go pee there, and anyways, all of a sudden the dog jumped off the bed too, and they wanted to go. Oh, well, I guess I'm going downstairs. So, holy crap, AZ! You mean we're warmer than you are? We're warmer than Arizona? That's hard to believe. Okay, Laura, you make sure you have a good day, eh? For sure.
Yeah, at least the weather looks like it's halfway decent down there in Jacksonville. I mean, St. Augustine, Florida.
Yeah.
People are coming in for breakfast. He's got his to go.
$57 degrees in St.
Is that what it is? If it's 7, that's not really overly warm, is it?
Nope, but it's supposed to go to 79 this afternoon.
Ah,
Should be a warm one today, Florida. Yeah, look at the temperature. We're at 50. Supposed to go to 57 degrees Fahrenheit here this afternoon, Paul. Then down to
Really?
30 degrees Fahrenheit. Feel like 23 overnight tonight with freezing rain. Gee, maybe I'll get a snow day tomorrow, Paul.
yeah, you never know, do you?
Jeez. Especially freezing rain.
Well, March always has been a up and down month as far as
Oh, it
weather.
is. Oh, definitely.
Very
It is.
volatile.
Okay, they're starting the freezing rain at 4 a.m. and it goes all the way through till about 7, 8 o'clock. Then the temperature comes up to 32 and it just becomes rain.
Oh, look at my camera, Paul.
Uh.
I might have to take that off. That's a little bit much.
What's
That
that?
would might make
Well,
people,
how blown out it is?
no, this one, it's just moving all over the place. The wind.
Oh, the wind, yeah. I can bring that up in a hurry. Oh, gee, it is shaking, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, it'd be better almost to park that camera.
Yeah. Well, except it would still shake even if it's parked because it's not shaking
Yeah.
because it's moving.
Yeah.
But right there wouldn't be bad, maybe downriver, but I think it's shaking everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, I want to go back to here. Okay.
Right back, Paul.
Yep. Okay, just looking at marine traffic to see if anything exciting happening on there. Nope. Oh, there's one ship way up there. What's that? Karen Andre. Okay, cool. Just trying to figure it's heading for Monroe. Be just down below Detroit, but that won't be down here for quite a while. Maybe tonight, but it's too windy for Paul to fly anyway, so won't make much good. Just check and see how it's going. I wonder if you're just looking at down by Paul there, the boat nerd camera. It's not shaking as much. Yeah. Everything's kind of sundry in the eyes there of the camera. Yeah. Got white caps over in the river. That's kind of dark in where I'm at. I should go turn my lights on a little brighter. Do. Now, that's a little brighter. Hat. Okay, cool. Okay. Hey, good morning, JDS.
JDS is here.
AZ Drone Dude said you have to turn the AC on by noon, but he said they had the heat on last night.
Wow.
Well,
That doesn't happen very often, I would imagine.
no.
The
And Marshall's in there too this morning. Good morning, Marshall.
good morning, Marshall.
You working, John, or are you at home? Gonna make me breakfast shortly. I was just looking at the boat nerd cam. It's not shaking like that one was. The other one,
No.
not as bad. No. This is up at Lake Hood there, up in Anchorage, Alaska. She
Oh,
still
yeah.
looks pretty cold up there.
Sure does, doesn't it?
Actually, if I minimize it, it might tell me the temperature. Sometimes it does off to the side. No, not yet. Okay. But it's only what, about 4 o'clock in the morning there, I think. 5 o'clock, I
I
guess.
think it's 4 or 5 hours.
I think it's 4 hours, so that'd make it 4:20 in the morning there, so,
Yeah.
yeah. But I think, Brookdeck was on the other day and it was actually fairly warm up there.
There's a wind is a whipping there.
Um, So, anybody got any plans this morning or today or anything exciting? I think I got all my laundry and everything done yesterday, so I think I'm good on that part.
I'm gonna, I think I'm going to do a,
I think after lunch there, I'm gonna go and
make
head
a,
over and go see Bonnie.
I'm gonna make a shipping label for Curtis
Oh, yeah, you got,
package today, yeah. Cause I've got the weight scale and everything. I can weigh it and measure it.
yeah.
Probably send it USPS.
Just the United States Postal Service.
Yeah.
Probably be cheaper than UPS. UPS is expensive. Or Purely or any of those ones.
Well, the weather's supposed to be nasty tomorrow, right?
The what?
The weather's supposed to be nasty tomorrow.
Little bit.
I just paid $20 to have my truck washed. So if the weather's nasty, I try not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's a senior moment, isn't it?
Yeah, something along that line, yeah.
It's raining. I don't want to take the car out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wind is a whipping. Yeah, when my back door starts whistling around the seals, it's whipping pretty good. I'm gonna throw a handful of peanuts out. They might get blown away. Well, maybe not. The mourning doves are underneath the bird feeder, and if I open the door, they take off. I'll wait.
What? No, come on. What? You have to go outside. Okay, I got dogs. I want to go.
All righty.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning. Yeah, I know how you feel, Marie. Hey, David, Newfound Drone Productions. How you doing?
Hey, morning, Bill. Marie. Hey, guys.
Yeah, Bill is always, we can always count on Bill. Bill, is the snow going down at all, or? I'm still amazed at those pictures that you sent to Paul.
Yeah. All that snow. Oh. Yeah. Gee, Paul, you would have been in tight competition if you went down and filmed that power plant being put down. I just found another drone footage here of somebody else doing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well, they had a good angle on it, didn't they?
yeah, really. Yeah, that was a nice angle.
James River Power Plant.
February the 18th.
Bill says no, not yet. Snow still. He said he made a video on YouTube about it, Paul.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. Yeah, I sent it to my sister and a few others there. They, it's just everybody complained about winter here. I said, look at this place. you know,
You're a good girl. Yes, you are.
what's this? Nice shirt, Paul H. You forgot to put the date on it since 1898. Oh yeah. Yeah, Hodges Jones since 1898. It was close to that date. No.
Yeah, Bill. Let me go take a look at that. Maybe we'll screen share a little bit of it. Good stuff. Screen share. Okay, can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my. That's snow.
You imagine me out there trying to find a place to put a real estate sign, Paul?
Ah, no
Huh?
way. No way.
Yeah, I'll come back and put it in the spring when you can
Well,
find the house.
problem-
Never mind the
problem
property.
had, even if you were tenacious enough to stick it in the ground, it'd be
Oh,
covered
yeah.
over.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't see it. Yeah.
Nobody'd see the darn thing.
Yeah, okay, you two, come on in. You guys want a treat? Okay.
You can easily get on that and touch the waters. That's how much snow is here. You can't see the house.
Wow.
There's tons. Let me take you outdoors here. You want to see snow? Look, this is on the eaves. Look how close the snow is to the waters. 5 feet.
Yeah.
Let's get close to this. Let me show you.
Like, look at that
Next to the
pile.
snowbank.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
You can easily get on that and touch the waters. That's how much snow is here. You can't see the house.
Well, one thing about it is fine. You don't get caught in the wire. You just walk up the snowbank and grab your drone.
Well, yeah, what was left of it, right?
Yeah, what was left of it. People work regular jobs here. Yeah. I guess the biggest challenge is where do you put all the snow? You know?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Easy drone dudes, do they own tanks? You go to work, you cannot drive in that crap. Yeah. Well, I guess you live there, they learn how to deal with it, right? How to clear roads and stuff. So
Well, Bill, do you have a snow? Does a lot of your neighbors have snowmobiles or whatever, or snowmobiles are expensive, but if you get that much snow, is that normal, Bill?
well, at least you probably they they at least there a snowmobile, you get some use out of it. Around here you wouldn't. I can't believe people are paying that kind of money for snowmobiles, but then they got to trailer them all the way up north in order to go use them, right? So
Well, in Bill's case, you just park it in the garage and use it as a second car, like a motorcycle.
yeah.
Because that much snow, I would imagine that'd be the only way to go to the store, the pharmacy or whatever, you know,
Yeah,
or go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
With that much snow.
I know. Well, years ago, we used to get a lot of snow. But I can remember back over in Simcoe, which is about 15 miles to the east of me here. I lived down there. We had snowmobile for about 3 days to go to work because you couldn't get down the side roads. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Bill says that there was a guy took his wife to the hospital on a snowmobile to have a baby.
This is normal for them for this time of year. Wow. And Bill says, yeah, you can use an ATV on the road here in the summer. Yeah. You could run razors around and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, Marie says it's happened there too.
Yeah.
Up there in Forest. I would imagine, you know, it's so flat up there and right by the lake. I would imagine they get some big drifts and stuff.
Well, they get a lot more lake effect right there where she is.
Yeah. Yeah, because most of the lake effect we get here off of Lake Huron from where I am is east of us. It goes into Canada.
Yeah. I don't think I've got hardly any snow at all on my property right now. If anything, it made a little pile, but that was it where I piled it up because it's all ice and like it's just all melted now. So, but because my house faces the south, it gets a lot more sun. Now, if you look across the street, there's more snow over there because it's on the north side. Don't get the sun to melt it, right? So,
You didn't eat your breakfast. Why not?
Yeah.
Huh?
Easy Drone Dude said he had snow all the way up to the top of his Jeep.
Wow.
And Marie said I had a hubby bring his wife in a dump truck.
I gotta check and see. She's over by the door looking at me. Does that mean she wants to go out? As soon as she sees how windy it is, I'm betting she just does a turnaround and comes right back in.
Oh, probably.
Oh, look at the waves starting coming up.
Isn't that funny? Because people go right through the city on ATV, right on the road. You need your license and insurance, but you're allowed to drive on the road with ATV here. Just got to keep up with traffic. Well, it's funny because while you can't have an ATV or any of those kind of vehicles, not even a golf cart or anything here, but out in the country you can run an ATV, but you're limited to 40 kilometers an hour, and you have to be on the shoulder. You cannot be on the asphalt of any road. So. But Paul, there you can have electric golf carts or even gas golf carts. And where he is driving up and down there, there's no ATVs, but they allow them golf carts, but they got to have turn signals and everything, brake lights, all that kind of stuff. Everything a car has, even a windshield wiper, I think. Yeah, wow. Yeah, a lot of people driving the Razors and everything. Wow, in town. Yeah, yeah. I was just looking there now, there, Bill. There's that CBC thing there. Actually, be kind of cool to have that, eh? Like a Razor, with those 4 wheels, ones there, up and down around the streets. Wow. But I imagine they got to have everything a vehicle has too, though, don't they? Got to have turn signals and brake lights and all that stuff. So, You got, tops and back windows and everything in them there to keep you dry, I guess, if in the rainy season. Yeah. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, but it looks like the a requirement though is a helmet by the looks of it. So uh. Huh. Holy crap. They said in little town just east of me here, about 30 miles. My sister just texted me that somebody posted the gas in Tilsonburg is a buck 84.9 a liter this morning. Wow. Okay. Helmet, light insurance, registration, and license. Huh. And apparently you can use hand signals. Huh, cool. Hey, good morning, Jake. Drone Life. Good morning. But some of those ATVs that run up and down the road there, though, like those razors and different stuff there, side by sides and all that, they uh those things are getting expensive as a car is almost. I know they're not cheap around here. They're in the at least over 10,000. Wow, Murray. Wow. Marie says on a sign on the 402, gas is $1.92. Wow. Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, they're super expensive. That's for sure. They're more of a novelty toy, I guess you want to call them, or whatever. Because there wouldn't be no heaters or nothing in a lot of those things. So it'd be a cold trip in the winter, that's for sure. But as long as you're out of the breeze, you had a windshield and protection around you, maybe not be too bad. But uh, 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 would you say 194? Uh, it's hard to believe that fuel would be that kind of expensive in Newfoundland, especially you got Irving out there, and you got all the fuel coming in there off the ocean there. That all the like Hibernia and all that stuff. Yeah, I suppose too, eh? Oh, they do have heaters in them, eh? Right. Well, cool. So they're gonna have to be a water cooled engine in them, anyways. Won't be just an air cooled engine. Huh. Yeah, that's true, Bill. I see some of them look like they have fully enclosed cabs. Kind of curious to see if, because I filled up at the reserve the other day. It was $1.41. Yeah, imagine it's gone up again. Let me see. Go to the website. $1.46.9 out there. So it went up. It was just $1.41. So it's gone up 5 cents a liter just overnight again. Wow.
Oh, man, it's getting windy.
A little cool out there. Yeah. Yeah, Bill said they are 4-stroke, so they're water cooled. So they have they got heaters in them, those razors and stuff that we're talking about them.
Oh, yeah.
They can drive them all around through New Corner Brook and all that, eh? So
Yeah, an electric golf cart wouldn't be good in that kind of snow.
no. JDS is gas is $1.50 a liter in Ottawa. Well, wow. Yesterday, Jake says yesterday I bought another drone. I ordered the Autel Evo Light plus a premium bundle. He says, man, they're pricey. Oh yeah. They're definitely not going to get cheaper, that's for sure.
I think AZ has both all the Altels, doesn't he?
I'm not sure. JDS says hi to you there, Paul.
Hey, JDS, how's it going? Jake's Drone Life, hey. It's severely windy here right now, JDS. It's gusting 40, 45 mile an hour winds and everything is just cooking.
Yeah.
But it's warm, it's 55 degrees.
Yeah.
Is it that warm over there, Paul?
I'll tell you right now what the temperature is 52, feels like 45, it says right now. And the gut winds are gusting to 35 right now. But it's supposed to be mainly sunny with cloudy periods in the afternoon, but then we got freezing rain developing overnight. So who's all in here? Okay, no, nobody from over in the east there. Okay.
Is the weather supposed to continue in tomorrow, be not so nice until Tuesday or what?
It's supposed to be nice Tuesday because I got to fly. I've been kind of keeping an eye on it. Eh?
High wind warnings are until 4 o'clock Eastern time for Port Huron.
Yeah. So the price of fuel, my sister said we're almost up to the same price of fuel in over London, England, but it says if in converted over to US dollars, it's $2 a gallon, $2 a liter.
$2 a liter, that'd be $8 a gallon.
$7.68 a gallon. Even in Dubai, unleaded gasoline is $3.23 a liter. China, the price of fuel is $1.33 a liter.
Whoa, there was a big gust.
Well, I think there's lots of chairs for him to sit in. Are they waiting for him to open? No, you think they'd be open early because he have breakfast.
Yeah, there's somebody right there. See the arm?
Yeah, now the torches are going this morning. The only thing probably I'm gonna see with the price of fuel the way it is, I'll tell you, you might want to put a lock-in gas cap on your vehicle. Okay.
Somebody's talking to you, Paul.
Looked out the window, I haven't got a clue. Nobody walking any dogs or anything down the street unless you seen a squirrel or something, but I don't see anything. I don't know. What here? Where is?
What does Marie mean, Paul? He says, cross, you 3 days before you can cross the country. Is there a,
Hey, they can cross the country in no time. We have 3 days before we can cross the country. All about loosening the restrictions and all that, Paul.
oh, okay.
Well, see what I talked to my brother yesterday. I like went over to his place for a little bit, and but anyways, he was. I said, you know, what he has to do to go back and forth. But anyways, he got to have a rapid test before he come back. But the problem is at the border, it's if you have a rapid test someplace to the border, you may have to wait 3 or 4 hours, even up to 8 hours to even just get the results of the test back, even though it only takes 20 minutes for the test. It's just that they're so overwhelmed, right? So,
So can they issue a test right at the border, Paul?
no, they. Well, what the heck is going on here? Hang on, I got beat going in my ear. Okay, I think you got it shut down now. But anyways, they don't do it at the border, but you can right by the border, you can have it done. But you know, the thing is, you have to, you know, if it's not busy, just you go get the test, and then they'll email you your results to you on your phone. Then you can go across the border, but it could take up 2 hours and up. Okay, to get the results. But there's some people there. My brother knew, and they had to make an appointment, and then once you got the appointment, then they had to do it. But see, my brother's going all the way to Grand Rapids, so they can get the test, and as long as they're out back over to the border within 24 hours, they're okay, right? You said there's
Okay.
no lineup. You get a test results back in like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, I see Marie answered our question, Paul. She says, no, it's the cost of fuel to get there's some places when you're driving that they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have any fuel.
Oh, yeah. 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 But anyway, so yeah, my brother, he said, well, maybe in a few days, um, they might drop the thing about even having a test. He said by the time they go over and stuff. So
Now, your brother's still planning on coming over here?
yep. He said within a couple of weeks. He's been having a little bit of issues with um, uh, his prostate, and like his stones and stuff.
Oh,
So
kidney
so
stones?
he's been dealing. They just took I forget, was 100 or something out of him the other day,
Oh,
and
wow.
then he was on that on the bag there for a few days. He's off of it now. So, but anyways, they
You know, you don't hear a lot about that. Remember, it was a big to-do several years ago about the ultrasonic. They were blasting the stones and stuff, and
yep,
while they were in your body. You don't hear anything. Maybe there was a side effect that they didn't know about.
maybe I don't know, but anyways, he's been kind of battling that a bit. So, anyways, um, but he kind of got it straightened around right now. But he's still kind of healing right now before he goes. So, oh, what was it? My brother was telling me, was it in March the 28th or something? That there's that park down by the waterfront down there. They have a reenactment of all the, like the war, like 1812 or whatever.
Yeah, they used to have a Civil War thing down there in Pine Grove Park,
Yeah, Pine Grove Park. Yeah,
but
my
I
brother's
don't
gonna.
know if they didn't. I don't think they had it last year, Paul, because of COVID.
Yeah, well, my brother said he wants to go down to it this year again for it. It's sometime in when the hell, I forget now what he said it was. Maybe May or something.
I
But
think it's
anyways,
in May sometime.
yeah. But yeah, he said it's supposed to be going this year at the Pine Grove Park there. Right?
Yeah, they fire off cannons and everything.
Yeah. You got all the Civil War stuff. Yeah. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, I think they skipped it last year. The last one they had was 2020, Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
Just trying to look it up and see if I can get any info about this year.
Yeah, War reenactment in Port Huron. I think it's in Pine Grove Park, but that's the thing there. But that's just. But I know he was showing me something there. But anyways, it was in Port Huron. He said he wants to go to it. Well, you don't take long to get there. An hour and a half at the most. You know, time across the border and everything. Yeah, there is medication of Brett Stones. I don't know. They say they figured more of his prostate causing a lot of his problems, but we'll see. No, quiet morning this morning, Paul.
Yes, it is. Very quiet.
Yeah, well, we got about 6 watching right now. So
The
I think it's just about time for another cup of coffee. I think though.
gonna get a coffee?
I got a dog here sitting there looking at me, twisting his head, begging, sitting up on this thing, going, "What do you want?" Oh, he brought his ball to me. Come here.
Who was that,
Can't
Vader?
reach it. Oh yeah, he wants to play. He's got his ball. Give me the ball. Come on, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I sit there, I hold my hand out. He comes up, gonna put the ball there, and he quickly pulls it back. Right? He wants me to chase him. What he wants to do. I get to be too old for that crap. Chase you around the house. Okay,
Yep.
time for another coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, we just can't do like we used to do, Paul.
No. But the way though, too, I'm getting kind of tired of being in the house all the time, right?
Well,
But-
I think that's like Mia's the same way. She
just
She
a cold or miserable weather, you don't want to go out, right? So,
I see the camera's doing a little skipping there. There, for a couple of weeks, it wasn't doing that jumping.
talking about Port Huron cam there.
No, I was just screen sharing the teeny mini teeny bar.
Oh, so yeah.
It's been doing
Yeah.
skip.
What have we got to munch on? Anything exciting?
Well, that reminds me, I bought some sticky buns. I forgot about those.
I don't know. I got something here my sister made. It's raisin bread. Okay, it's not muffins or anything. It's actual raisin bread. Needs to be softened up a bit. Oh, back is a little stiff. I think I'll do it. Throw it in the microwave for a few seconds, maybe it'll soften it up a little bit. Well, it's cold too. It was in the fridge, so yeah, okay. Yeah, about 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's jumping. Don't know why.
Huh.
Internet. Could be even on their end, the internet.
Yeah, it could be on their end though. Oh, that softened it up. Oh, even the butter will melt now. Do, 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 do.
Hey, here comes Mr. Ron.
Hey, Ron. All right.
Good morning, Ron.
I'd pop in for a minute while I'm drinking my coffee.
What's new in the neighborhood?
And I am gonna work on a class today. You have to do an online portion and then do the practical part. That's Tuesday.
No, what's the class for?
It's called neonatal resuscitation.
Oh,
It's basically taking care of newborns. It's a class you have to take every 2 years, I think it is. Yeah, every 2. Oh, hop out chat. And I'm gonna go do my workout here shortly. And
how's the temp there?
Alexa, what's the current temperature? Oh,
Right now, it's 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
15.
oh shit. I might want to rethink that workout.
Yeah, I was gonna say out in your garage, it's probably to be a little brisk.
Yeah. One of my the boss's son-in-law was here the other day and helped me carry the bed in the house. And he's building right now. And he said one of the mornings that it was 18 below. And he got that spray foam insulation.
Yeah.
Where they come in and spray. He said with no heat, the inside of his house was 28 degrees. And the outside was 18 below.
Wow.
So that's
Well,
quite a bit.
the spray insulation, if you can get it and get it good, because you got to get every crook and cranny, you know.
Yeah.
Because I had insulation blown in all around the house, but the floors are still cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I have a basement, and I should have had them spray all the walls down there, and
Mm,
Plus, it's got a cement floor in the basement, so that'll permeate cold. And
Yeah.
hey, Ron, AZ, David says hello. Maria says hello.
I'm trying to remember, where's Marie from again?
She's north of Paul, up and around
That's
Forest
right.
area, Forest, Ontario.
That's right.
She gets a lot of probably lake effect snow up there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The kind of a little bit of a slow morning here,
Yeah.
but that's all right. A lot of people think got things going on.
Yeah, I can't wait for this weather to break though. I'll be a lot
Yeah.
more active outside when it does.
Yeah, when spring gets here. I was looking the other day. It's warm here today. It's just that it's 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts.
Ooh.
I thought about getting my zero turnout, which got the baggers mounted on the back,
Mm-hmm.
suck up some of them peanut shucks out there.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
with
have
that-
not seen the deer here all week, week. I
Now
don't know where the
you,
hell they're at.
you don't go back to work until when, Ron?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then it's it's 10 days, did you say?
Yeah, like 12 days. It's gonna be hell. Let me see, what's 24 tomorrow, off Tuesday, 24 Wednesday. Thursday morning, I get off and head to Bismarck for about 8 hours of training. And then Friday is 12, Saturday is 24, Sunday off, Monday 24, Tuesday. Then I head back to Bismarck for that other class. Come back, work Tuesday night, and probably crawl home on Wednesday morning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Does it ever get so bad that you got to get some sleep before you go home?
yeah, yeah. You know, when I got pulled over there last week, I sat, but it was like it started to get nice. I come out of that rainy, foggy, freezing drizzle.
Yeah.
Finally come out into the sun, and it seemed like it warmed up like 20 degrees. And I said, that cop pulled me over, and he was a nice guy. I stood there and talked to him for 10, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
you know, and, and one of the things I told him, I said, the bottom line is, and I sure as hell shouldn't admit this to a cop, but I will. I said, I just got off shift. I'm tired. I'm not the most alert in the world. He goes, yeah, you really shouldn't admit that to me. So, because they can cite you almost like a DUI
Yep.
for extreme fatigue. Yeah. But I said, I did get 3-4 hours of sleep last night. I said, I'm just tired. I told him about the weekend and, the trip to Phoenix, and yeah, he was pretty cool though. Nice guy, just doing his job. But I did make him laugh. So I think that's what got me out of the ticket.
Yeah. That's what you said. Well, you got to be halfway home if you can make the cop laugh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been kind of a slow morning here.
Yeah.
Well, I said I'll do my little grocery shopping today and any laundry. I clean the house. I'm
You
so
wanna-
meticulous about that, because when I come back home, I want everything to be spotless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make somebody a good wife someday.
Did your Has Thumper been around?
Haven't seen Thumper either. I don't know where the hell everybody's at. And I think part of it is maybe, but there were a couple days where we got, I don't know, 2 inches the most yesterday. So the grass is covered up. So the corn was covered up and Thumper comes in after the grass, but I haven't seen anybody. I haven't even seen them around the neighborhood driving around. I haven't seen them. And I think their patterns change, you know, in different seasons.
Well, didn't you say not too long ago you saw cougar tracks around your house?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
they're
yeah.
hunting too, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the lions are everywhere, though. People don't think there's that many lions around here. There sure as hell is. I belong to Facebook page called Black Hills Mountain Lion Club. And it's just a group that, you know, keep in contact with all the other hunters, you know, for mountain lions, and they might meet their quota this year. It's 60 total or 40 females, whichever comes first. You have to call into a phone number every morning before you hunt. And
Oh, no kidding.
See what the quota is, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, is it easy from a distance to tell whether it's a male or a female? Or do you
yeah,
shoot
no.
first and diagnose later, or what?
Well, if they reach 40 females, the season's over. So as long as you can prove on your phone that, you know, at say 4 a.m. or whatever, you made the phone call to see what the quota was. I mean, there's a possibility that you could go, there could be 39 females gotten and 2 guys.
Shoot
That
one at the
day.
same time, yeah.
Yeah. You know, nobody would be in trouble. But yeah, the only opportunity I've ever had 3 years ago, I was out and I have a remote call. The speaker was probably 100 yards to my left and I have a remote control, and I was playing a little fawn in distress. You know, when a fawn loses their mom, they let out that little whine, and I looked down through the ravine. I was hunkered down in some rocks in full camo. I looked down in the ravine, I saw some movement. I looked again and I'm like, holy crap. And this big male came out. He come out just a little bit out of the weeds and he was looking clear to my left. He didn't look at me at all. And then he backed in and I hardly got the gun up. And then I could see him in the weeds, but it wasn't a clear shot and I wasn't going to take it. But I had 15 minutes of shooting light left. I'm like, no. But I think he was just waiting he heard the noise. He was just looking, where the hell is that deer? You know?
Yeah.
That's one of their main sources of food. Believe it or not, they will deer, turkey is a big one, and believe it or not, porcupines.
Oh,
Really?
you wouldn't think
Oh
that.
yeah,
huh?
I've seen many a picture with mountain lion just full of quills, but they will go after a
I
porcupine.
suppose if you get hungry enough, right?
Yeah. Yeah, very surprising. It's a lot of people don't realize, like skunks. Skunks got an enemy, owls. Owls do not have a sense of smell.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
That is one of their main food sources is skunks. Yeah.
Wow. It wouldn't be too hard to spot because they stick out like a sore thumb.
Yep. Yeah. So,
Well, do they act like other predators? Do they grab them and carry them off, or what do they do?
oh yeah. Owls, you know, obviously they're raptors and they got big sharp claws and nasty little beaks.
Yeah.
But
I
they're hard to
think-
spot in the woods, though. I've seen very few in the woods, you know.
To me, it would almost be like a natural born aerial sprayer. You know, it's like if you get them in the air and shh.
Yeah. You guys know Mark Fisher, the guy from Rhode Island. He's the one that dove in the water down at the drone meetup
Yep.
last year. And
Yep.
he's a real good photographer. He lives up in Rhode Island. It was last weekend. He was showing, I forget who's live, Johnny's live stream. And he got, my God, these gorgeous pictures of the snowy owl. Oh, just phenomenal. That's one I'd like to see out there.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people never get a chance to really see the wonders of the world in the wild, you know,
Mhm.
because they just either they don't aren't around them or it just isn't top of their priority list. But I would imagine you get hunters come out there that are just amazed at certain things.
Oh yeah. You know, and it's like anything else, you know, I get out with, I've got that trained eye, you know, I'm used to, and I know I get into certain areas, you know, it might be a certain field. I automatically expect we're going to see deer, you know. So many of my hunters, I'll look over, I'm like, what do you think of that one? What one? Right there. Where? Right there. But they don't see stuff, you know. And my boss, really, my God, he's got an eye. He spots stuff from 1,000 yards away. He's really good.
Now, do you carry night vision with you?
I have it. It's pretty cheap, but you know, I mean, we're not allowed to shoot till a certain
Right.
time. And usually when it's, you know, I've used it to go stake out and I'll sit there and look like, yeah, there's, you know, whatever. And we'll sit there, but 9 times out of 10, come daylight, they start to move. You know?
Yeah.
You're allowed 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after sunset. Sunset and sunrise. And we go by GPS time. Because that's what the Fish and Wildlife go by. So we got to be real careful on that.
Well, that's pretty much the rule unless you get a waiver for flying drones too. 30 minutes before sunrise, 30 minutes after sunset.
Mhm. Yeah. And you know, we get a lot of guys sometimes that, you know, we'll see something and I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, it's 5 minutes. We're out here in the middle. I don't care. We're not breaking the rules.
Yeah.
And I had one guy, he was a physician from Georgia. Oh, the only adult I've ever met in my life that I knew for a fact he needed on Ritalin. He was so hyper. Oh my God. And his buddy came with him and he got his buck the first day. But it was after I had stopped the hunt, we went back to the lodge and we sat and had a talk. I was that pissed. He put me in jeopardy, my boss in jeopardy. He broke a huge rule. And, you know, the night before I talked to my hunters and, hey guys, here's the deal. Yes, I'm in charge. Yes, I'm the guide, but you know, we're 3 buddies hunting in a truck, you know, so I encourage, you know, input from them. And if they see something, hey, point that out, you know, I want participation from everybody, but I do have the final say, you know, and I am representing in Wyoming. You can't just go out and be a guide. You actually have to work under a licensed outfitter. So, I'm representing my boss, you know, so I got to be careful. One screw up from me could ruin his business.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
Or at least find him out of existence.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to be careful out there. And the biggest thing is trespassing. And it's all on how the landowner wishes to proceed.
Now, Ron, do you ever get, let's say a guy from the out east gets a big buck or whatever, and he doesn't want any of the meat? Does that happen very often or?
All the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What-
We take them down to the butcher, and then Ralph actually has a list of families that, are maybe somewhat needy. Now, the hunter has to pay the processing fee, but then he donates it. So then Ralph will contact, whoever's on that list and then have them pick up the meat. So,
Cool.
but the hunter does have to pay for the processing though.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to
Do
meat or not.
any of them want trophy, like the heads or the antlers?
Oh
or-
God, yeah. We had a lot of hunters that, one guy in particular, he, I think he was pretty wealthy, but he did a bison, a mule deer, and an antelope hunt all in the same week.
Oh,
Gave every bit of the meat away. So he was a head hunter. He was a trophy hunter, and but the things with the bison, he gave it to Ralph. You get bison burgers all around the Midwest in restaurants,
oh, yeah, yeah.
and it's much more expensive than a regular burger. But he gave thousands of dollars worth of meat away.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Justin, good morning.
Morning, guys.
morning. I was bowling.
It was fun.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a couple years.
I won.
There you
She
go.
only
Sarah
won.
won.
She only won by default because we ran out of time.
Don't
Yeah.
win.
Like I literally was like ahead of her by like 8 or 9 points the whole time, but then she got to bowl last. And then it was in the last 2 minutes and I wasn't next to go, so I couldn't get my score back up.
You're on a time thing.
Yeah, unfortunately you pay by like hour.
Oh, really?
And, what's stupid is like you can be in the middle of a game and they won't let you finish it. Like it'll literally just cut you off in the middle of the game.
The electronic scoreboard type of thing.
Yeah, it's all electronic, but that's what's so annoying about it
Yes,
is
you
it's
were-
like
no,
if you
you were next to go. You got to bowl and you didn't.
Oh, here's the
Oh,
story.
now we're hearing the real
Oh.
story.
Yeah, but-
Continue, Sarah.
He muted himself so you
Um,
could hear her story.
what was I gonna say? No, I forgot.
About, they cut you off.
Yeah, but
middle
I
of the
was
game.
in the middle. I had bowled the first one, second one it cut off.
But Sarah won, right?
No, by default.
Add a girl, Sarah. You go get them. So how
Sorry.
did you end up making? Were you able to make an offer on that Spark or no?
Yeah, he rejected it.
Oh, okay.
Like eBay gave me like a suggestion amount to put in.
Yeah,
It said put this amount in, the seller might be more likely to do it, and I put it in and he rejected it.
but I think that in those situations, isn't the offer hidden? You can't see what the minimal amount the person will take. You can put your bid in, but you don't
Yeah.
know whether it,
Right. And I figured out what my issue was. Apparently I had to log into the computer and
That
like
helps.
do some extra verifications in order to do the
Yeah, they wanted to make
Yeah.
sure you were real and not
right.
a buddy of the guy trying to bump stuff up, you know?
But once I got in there and logged in and got everything straightened out, then I was able to make an offer. But I found another one is the white Alpine one.
Okay,
It
that's
comes
what I
with
had.
it just comes with just a controller and one battery
Okay,
for what was it, $190, I think.
all right.
So I mean that's the best deal I could find because all the ones there were so many of just the drone. It didn't come with no controller or anything for 180, 190 bucks. So I figured that was the best deal that I could find. And they had 100%. They sold like over 100 items.
Yeah.
So
Well, good. So you bought it.
yeah,
Oh, good.
I just had to buy it now because
So
they didn't have.
you and Matt are gonna have to practice flying in formation.
Well, Matt's just got to practice flying. Period. Don't tell him I said that.
Another pointer, Justin, be careful of. Make sure, like if you sell something on eBay,
Mhm.
that their address on their PayPal matches their address on eBay. I've had multiple people that have live in Canada, and they said, "Oh, mail it to my Washington State office." Nope.
Yeah, because they're driving across the border and picking it up, and
Mm-hmm.
so they don't have to pay the extra fee to get
Right.
it through.
Yep. So I've turned people down, but yeah, they're just be careful of that. Make sure their addresses match.
Well, you gotta verify it, because I can understand how that would happen. Like if Paul wanted parts for his drone here and his brother's coming over anyway, and he wanted to buy something and have it drop shipped to me so his brother could pick it up as he's passing through. You know, I mean, there's yes and no's on all of that.
Oh, AZ, I wanted to get the original Air, but it was just a little bit out of my price range at the moment. So as far as what I wanted to spend on another drone, I didn't want to spend a whole lot.
Yeah,
Because the original Air was still going for like, I think on eBay, they were going for like 700-800.
Lenny's not here, but I got bored last night, and I did some shopping, and I put a bid in on an Inspire 1.
Did you really?
And I called Paul, and Paul says, "What'd you do that for?" So I retracted the bid.
Where, let me look up on eBay real quick.
So if you
I think the
say
Airs
like,
were,
Paul, like you bought an Inspire and you for Paul Hodges, and you were to drive it
Air
across the
one.
border, and I can't. I think since I was a young kid, I haven't been to the Canadian border, so I don't know how thoroughly do they check you when you pass through.
Now, when you're going south, they don't really, because you're Canadian going down, they figure you're going shopping, so they just, they just check you, make sure you got a passport, and stuff like that. They might run your,
And the way to get around the thing would be
Well,
not having it in its original
not
packaging,
too bad.
duffel bag or whatever,
Oh,
or just like the Inspire. sitting in the-
another trick you could do would be to have Paul, send me the serial numbers and that.
Yeah.
I'll have it all registered here in Canada, have the paperwork, and then just when he goes down, pick it up when he brings it back. Well, this is a Canadian drone anyway, so it's already registered in Canada.
Registered in
To
Canada.
use drone, right?
And what I don't remember, Paul, but there's a certain dollar amount per person that you can bring back and forth across the border
Oh
without
yeah,
any duty.
yeah. And he's going across for a few days, right, Paul?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's so
So,
much
you know,
a day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was looking at them, AZ. I think they were around like 500-600 for the original Airs. But you know what I noticed about the Spark is the accessories are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
The batteries are almost $123 a piece.
well, probably because it's getting
And
harder to get.
nothing's cheap anymore. I even know what a Mavic battery would be.
The
today.
Mini 2 batteries are only $50.
Oh, really?
And the controller for the Mavic or for the Spark, that's why I was trying to find one with the controller, is over $200. But the newer controllers, these ones, for like the Air 2 and the Mini 2, the bigger controllers,
The
they're only
gray one?
100. Yeah, they're only $105 brand new.
Wow.
So I was like, when I started seeing all the prices of that shit, I was like, I gotta get everything together.
It's all
Yes.
a matter of supply and demand.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the controllers were so expensive though. Because they're just the basic old fold controllers like the Mini 1 and stuff has,
Right.
and the Pro 2 and all that.
Except they don't have a screen on them.
Yeah. The Mini 1, I don't know. Does the Spark one? I didn't notice. But
Spark doesn't have a screen.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it did.
Just some buttons on the front, and then the joysticks.
Yeah, because the Pro 2 is the only one that had that on there, right?
Right.
Yeah. AZ said he's got 3 batteries still in the box, but he's probably sure they're bad by now, right?
I don't know if they were still. Did they do storage mode on those when you
Well, I
bought
would
it?
imagine if they're new in the box, they're in storage mode. They should
Yeah.
jump back.
It should be okay.
Yeah, Paul straightened my ass out about the Inspire thing.
I,
What are you
well,
doing that for? You got
wait
two
till you
of
get
them?
rid of the Mavic 2 Pro first before you
Yeah.
look at another drone.
Yeah. Well,
It was like, why are you doing the Inspire one? Just get the Matrice.
well, like
Yeah,
you
I don't have one of them yet.
the dollars. It's the dollars. And when I had the great big Align hexacopter, you know, Matrice is the same way. Well, then you buy a camera for it. Then you buy this for it. Then you buy it's not just the cost of the drone.
It becomes a huge money pit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, granted, if you're using it for something worthy enough to spend that much money on it, then it's fine. But if you're literally just buying it just to fly around just for the hell of it, that's a lot of money.
And if you have more than one drone, fly it around occasionally. you
Yeah,
know?
occasionally, you know, just, yeah. Not
Is
worth
he-
having a drone, just to occasionally use it, you know.
As he said, I don't think there was such a thing as storage mode 5 years ago.
Hmm.
I don't know because I wasn't flying drones 5 years ago. Was there
wouldn't take-
storage mode? Did any of you guys remember?
I think there was 5 years ago, because I remember watching tutorials. The DJI way back when talked about storage mode and stuff on your batteries, and don't let them charge them up and let them sit too many cycles that way. You know.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the newer batteries, if you don't use them, they'll go down to a
They'll go to
respectable
storage
amount,
on their own. Yeah.
and then you don't have to kind of worry about that. You just kind of
Go
leave
down
them
to
there.
about 40-45%, somewhere in that area.
Hmm.
Now, Ron, you said you're you got a Mavic that's up on a cliff someplace, or so what other drone are you flying?
I have a Mavic 2. That's it.
It's just a Mavic 2.
Mhm. Yep, that is it.
Yeah, I might look into that AZ here in the next month or so. That might be one I'll look at too on BuyDig.
I thought about buying something, something small, $300-400 to take to Alaska with me.
You
I
need the
really would
Mini
like to
too.
have one on the boat.
Yeah, the
The
mini.
Mini 2, I'm telling you.
Or if you wanted to stretch a little farther, the Air 2S, and that would be all you would need.
Yeah, but that's
What's-
not much smaller than his Pro 2 that he already has.
What's
Yeah.
the Air 2? You said the Air 2S is up around 7, 8.
$700,
that-
$800, but if you buy the Fly More, it's like $999, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. The Air 2S is 1,000 for the non-fly more. It's $12.99 for the fly more.
Okay.
The Air 2 is $799 for the non-fly more and 1,000 for the fly more.
Yeah.
So y'all just got the which drone mixed up. No, but the Air 2 is a little cheaper. But like I said, if you want something really compact and small, go with the Mini 2.
Yeah.
I'm also
Because
wondering-
literally, hold on, show you here. This is literally your case. That is so tiny, and
Wow.
it will hold. Let me show you
Well, which one's this, Justin?
what case.
No, what
This
drone
is for the Mini 2.
Oh,
And look, it holds 3 batteries, the drone, the controller, and then you have extra storage right down here because the controller doesn't go all the way down. So you have that
Right.
phone thing.
right.
So you can put like all your little accessories down here, an extra pair of joysticks, all that other stuff. Plus you have that up here,
Right.
which I usually never put anything in these cases, in that parts of these cases, because I don't want something pushing on the drone.
Right.
But yeah,
Hmm.
that's so tiny right there.
Yeah. Like I said, I send my Pelican box up. I'll send it late July. I'll send it up there. But that thing's gotta be, oh God, 20 years old. But it is solid, tight, floats, leak proof.
And there's a little bit different one. This
But I
one
can
you can
fit
put,
that.
you can
Yeah,
put your
something like that,
charging
I can fit
cable.
inside there.
Yeah, you can put your charging cable here. You put the drone, doing the shit backwards. You put the drone here. You put your charging case with the 3 batteries in here.
Right.
the gray charging case, and then obviously your controller and all that.
Hmm.
So this one's a little bit bigger, but the only downfall to the little one is you can't put the charging case in it because there's no spot for it.
Yeah.
But that's good. That little one's good for if you're just going out with some friends for the day and you don't need to haul all that shit with you, you know?
I wonder how much, see, the boats that we're in are metal. And I wonder, you know, how drones hate metal. I'm just wondering how badly that would screw up the whole GPS thing on it, you know, and the compass especially.
Doing what?
As far as, you know, I don't know, every time I pull the Mavic 2 out, I gotta do do the compass dance. And I'm just wondering, out there in a boat, when you get all that metal, how bad that's.
Well, just do it before you go, like right before you leave the shore. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna, if you do a compass calibration and all that right on the dock and jump and turn it off and jump back on the boat, you shouldn't have to do another one when you go to start it back up again.
One would think, yeah.
Because I know the Air 2, I've done 2 or 3 compass calibrations in a little bit over the year I've had it, because, and that's just me doing it because it never asks for it.
Mhm.
Like it's supposed to ask for it, I think every 20 flights, I think it is. But it has never asked me to do one on its own. I just randomly every few flights I'll do, like every 10, 15 flights, I'll just randomly do one.
Every time
Same
I
with the
travel
Mini
with a
too.
drone, I do a compass and an IMU and a gimbal. I do all 3.
Well, see, I haven't traveled with mine in long distance. The longest distance I've gone was 2 hours away. That wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
But you're going like to complete different states and shit. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I would say just do it on the dock before you get on the boat.
Wooden dock.
Yeah,
How far out are you going on the boat?
Sometimes we're 3, 4, 5 miles away from the lodge.
All right, that shouldn't be that bad. What were you saying, Paul?
I was gonna say, and the other thing that's nice about either the Air 2, the Air 2S, or the Mini, you got a lot more flight time than you used to have with the older ones.
Yeah. The thing I'm thinking of is just something fairly cheap. You know, in the event that
Me
something
too.
happens, I'm not going to cry that badly. You know, if I lose it in the water. You know what you got to watch for up there is every time I fly up there, it's 90% of the time you sit there and you hear eagles. And so that's why I won't take it too far, because especially I'll sit and listen to where I'm hearing them and I'll kind of avoid that direction.
How fast can an eagle fly? Because I had a hawk chase my Air 2 and it couldn't catch me.
I don't know.
Like I threw it into sports mode and I was gone.
Yeah.
It chased me for probably, I don't know, 300-400 feet, and then it just gave up because the Air 2 just took off.
They say if you got a bird coming at you, they say one of the best things to do is to have it in sport mode and shoot straight up, because they might be able to dive pretty quick, but they can't shoot up real fast like a hawk or an eagle.
Well, the way the Air 2 turns on a dime in the air, I don't think a hawk could catch it anyway, even if he was going straight. Because the one I did, it wasn't a very big hawk. He was only like, you know, he was about the size of, a little bit bigger than a Mini 2. He wasn't that big. He just got pissed off because I got close to him.
Yeah.
And I saw him coming, and my drone was like almost straight above me. I saw him coming. I hit it in sports mode and took off. And he was staying probably about 40, 50 feet behind me, but he just could never catch me.
Yeah.
And then when I turned and went the other direction, it turned on a dime, and he just gave up after that. I just sped off for a few minutes and then came back and landed it real quick.
I had Dennis Lovelady out at that one cliff. Him and his wife, we went out in the 4-wheeler, and it's about a 300-400 foot drop off straight off. But a lot of birds in their nests, and I had 2 hawks out there one year. Well, that was a dogfight, man. I was zigzagging and climbing and diving. They wanted me. And then I remembered, like, oh shit, it's like April, May, it's nesting season. No wonder they're chasing the hell out of me, you know.
Well, you know, as he said, buy the Mini SE. This is the only reason I would say not to buy that, only because you like to like do different, you like to go into like sports mode and all that different things, right? When you're doing
Mhm.
shots. The only downfall to the Mini SE and the Mini 1 is with the Mini 2, you can actually set your yaw speed and all that for each individual mode. So you can do it for cinema mode, normal mode, and sports mode. You can set all your individual settings in each one. Where the Mini 2 or the Mini 1 and the Mini SE is literally controlled. The yaw speed and everything is controlled by what mode you're in. So if you're in sports mode, that shit turns quick.
Really?
And it's
Yeah.
just, it's hard to get good shots in sports mode.
I don't use sports mode actually very much. If anything, I use the regular and cinematic mode a lot.
Well, then that might be good for you than a Mini SE.
Yeah.
See, like me, I love flying in sports mode. So that was, I like the Mini 1 that I have and everything, but it just annoys me sometimes.
Here's
When
a
I'm
Mini,
flying it.
I'm showing a Mini 2 Fly More combo. Brand new,
What website is that?
325
Oh, eBay.
US with free shipping and,
Coming out of Tampa, Florida.
yep.
Is that only
100% feedback. $325.
Wow.
That's a good buy with free
Yeah.
shipping. Very good buy.
Yeah, especially
It's,
since it's a fly more.
What's the fly more include in that? I wonder.
You get 3 batteries, you get the case and
Cables and
cable, all kinds of stuff. Yep.
Have a charging brick or anything?
Yeah.
pretty much here, go scroll down right there. There you go, right there. The one that's no, on the other side. Yep, that's your standard one there. No, the one next to that. Yeah, that's your standard Flymore right there.
Standard Fly More. See, it's $479.
Mhm.
Regularly $599. So at that price on that one, Ron, $325, buy it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would jump on that right now. That's a good deal.
Hmm.
I'm gonna copy that
You want?
and I'll put it in the
Okay. Somebody else?
the private chat, Ron. In case you want to go check it out.
Yeah.
Because that's when I saw that, I was scrolling down through the Mini 2s just to
Five.
get an idea of price. I going, and I looked up and I was expecting it to say used, and it says new. And it's like, wow.
Mini 2's Wi-Fi, is it not?
No, it's OcuSync 2.0.
2.0.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Same as the Air 2.
Yep.
Oh. Hmm.
Yep, it's OcuSync, it's upgraded, it really is stable. Yeah. Yep,
I
that's-
think you'd really like that.
That's a hell of a buy. I'm thinking about, Paul, pull me back, Paul. I'm thinking about buying one just to buy one, and I don't need it.
Well, you can put Ron's address in the shipping,
Can.
Hey, Paul, look, here's a DJI Phantom 3 4K drone, never used, a Phantom 3, $700. Look at it, comes with 4 batteries.
Well, the sticker's still on the one battery. Did you see that?
Yeah, they said it was brand new. Yeah, it said it's still got
Yeah, it looks
original
new.
plastic wrap still on some parts. Yeah. Yeah. Brand new Phantom 3, $700. Never
You
been
know how you can
used.
tell it that's new is the gold stripes on it have no scratches in it at all.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's Canadian prices, so that'd be what, about $550 US?
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Hmm.
But yeah, I agree with Justin. That Mini 2 probably for Ron would be great for
Yeah.
traveling because it's compact, it's small.
Yeah. Yeah. AZ said you'll love it. Hmm.
Yeah, honestly, Ron, I would jump on that right as soon as possible. So I haven't seen a deal like that on a Mini 2 fly.
I haven't either, you know.
And the seller's got good ratings and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's it.
Hmm. Hmm. God, you guys are expensive to hang around.
Here's a Spark, $300 Canadian, but needs one prop apparently. The Used a handful of times. My son smacked it off the ceiling, learned to fly it, but it still worked. Just needs a propeller.
Oh, it needs a whole set because those ones are scratched all to hell.
Yeah.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
The tops of them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can tell he trimmed the ceiling.
Hmm. I gotta try and think too, how I could put a second drone in my camera bag. Cause you can't put anything with any batteries in your regular luggage. I have to
Yeah,
put the
you do.
batteries in my backpack.
You have to do
Well, what's-
carry on with those, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do they have to be in the fireproof bags? Because I've had people say they've gone through and they've never said
No.
anything to them.
No. It's highly recommended. I don't,
But dude, the thing is those DJI batteries don't have a bad reputation of just randomly exploding and shit like, you know, FPV batteries.
You know,
Yeah.
the thing of it is, Ron, is that the batteries, let me, you know, this comes with the Flymore, okay?
mhm,
So, and they charge right in there. You can click the button over here and it shows, it lights up, tells you how they're charged.
right.
And God, that's about the size of a cell phone in your pocket.
Hmm.
Yep.
And then the drone,
Wow.
you
Yeah.
know, just a little dinky thing.
And if Diva Matt is impressed with that drone, then you know you're good.
Yep.
Mhm. I
But
told him.
yeah, this is almost worth the difference in the Flymore. This having this charger.
I'm sure. Yeah, AZ agrees with me. He said, yeah, Paul is expensive to hang around.
Yeah, but what a deal's a deal's a deal. If you were considering it, now is the time. I mean, we're talking about we're in the middle of winter and come spring or whatever, the price of things
Yeah,
is gonna go up.
You're not going to want to spend another 300 if you, because that, like I said, normally it's $5.99 for the
$5.99,
Flymore.
yeah, plus
That's
tax.
a hell of a deal.
No
Yeah.
tax on here, you know?
Do it. Live buy. Do it.
Pull the trigger, rip the Band-Aid off. Yeah, honestly, financially, right now, I can't. I just, I
Okay,
have
so
other
this,
things to take care of.
so get the Inspire 2 with the X9 camera. Okay.
There you
There you go. It's a little cheaper.
What?
Get that for around 13 grand.
I'll tell you the way the economy is going. I tell you one thing, this will probably be my last Florida drone meetup. You know,
Yeah, you were vacillating back and forth whether you were going, whether you weren't going, whether you were going, whether you weren't going.
yeah.
And you got a good buy in the airfare, but as you know, the airfare is just one little sliver of that pie, you know?
Yep. I mean, I'll probably use a tank of gas each way going back and forth to Denver.
Yep,
And then the hotel there,
yep.
the hotel,
In Florida.
Florida, that'll be one day. Adrian will pay for the other day, but then I'm staying 2 extra days. I'm gonna do the fishing trip. I'm still gonna have in excess of $1,000 on this trip.
Oh, plus food and everything. Yep.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, the way things are going, I've been watching everybody just in the past week, watching how gas is just shooting up and sometimes
$4 a gallon here.
Yeah, it's not
It
far.
was
from here.
$1.40 a year and a half ago, and it's $4 a gallon. It just hit $4 the other day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad I got a work truck I don't have to pay for gas for.
Yeah.
Just go up and put the gas card in, and it's asked me for my PIN number and my odometer. Fill it up.
AZ says he takes it easy on you, Ron, suggesting you a 350 drone. Mine was 3,000 I purchased.
Well, you saw that. He said, yes, Paul's expensive to hang around. He apparently caused AZ to buy DJI Thermo Duo last time.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I still got a bug for a thermal, and I don't know why.
Didn't I see something from AZ recently? He's got like 20 camera drones and like 50 FPV drones or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's got the Nano Plus, the Nano XP. I mean, he's got
He has
he's got
every
DJI.
drone.
Yep.
Hmm.
You think Adrian's bad? Adrian don't have shit on AZ. Adrian's Adrian's an amateur when it comes to AZ.
Team Denzer, hey, how you doing? Welcome.
Adrian actually sold his I don't know if he actually sold them yet, but he was trying to sell his Hubson drones, Xenos.
He was.
Yeah,
And you know how Adrian is, he never wants to sell anything.
I know. I think he got hit with a couple finances too. His air conditioning went out. Florida's not the state.
So he
that-
picks the two drones that everybody hates.
Yeah.
I tried to
Yeah.
buy, he had a couple of those Osmo Pockets and Osmo, or was it the Osmo Actions?
Actions, yeah.
And I tried to buy one of them off of him and he wouldn't sell it to me. I was like, okay. He's like, I don't use them. They just sit there, but he won't sell them. So I don't have everything that I have, I use. Like if I don't use it, I'm not going to keep it. It's out the door.
Yeah.
I do have a couple little tiny like $30 toy drones that are hanging up on the wall, but they're more for just decoration of my little office space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it's like a $1,000 drone that's just sitting here and I'm never flying it, I'm not going to just sit on it.
I was at Walmart the other day. I was looking at a couple of those. They have like a couple toy FPV drones. I was just going to buy something just to fly around in the house. Thing that happened, you knock over a lamp.
AZ said I'm laughing. Justin don't care if it becomes $10 a gallon because I'm driving my work truck. Yeah, I don't pay for that gas.
Ron, in your case, I know you can't afford it and don't want it, but I would like to know a professional, like what you do, a professional guide and hunter, how a thermal imaging camera would make a difference for you.
Can't.
I know it's not legal to hunt with it, but you can go spot, can't you?
Like, what if I just happen to be in the area flying my drone and I was like, hey, Ron, guess what I saw over here? Is that a kind of inside trading?
I said my boss is very, very, very much a rule follower.
Yeah.
And I had my drone over at his house one day and I let his grandson fly it, and I offered him to fly it and he wouldn't touch it. And he said, it's because I own the business. And I'm like, it's in the middle of the summer, it's not even hunting season. He just didn't want to fly it,
There's a lot of people that are
Yeah.
sticklers, and that, nothing wrong with that. That's who they are.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, with your photography and everything, a thermal imaging camera would be interesting for you to spot something to take pictures of.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, you just don't do it in the areas where you usually hunt at.
Yeah.
Because you go to tons of other areas that are like wildernessy, like Yellowstone and all that stuff. But you
There's
can't
one-
fly in Yellowstone though, right?
Oh, hell no.
You see
I
what,
fly right outside the park a lot though.
did you see what Russell put in the chat? He's got at least 10 drones, 5 action cameras I don't use, but I'll never sell or part with them. He who dies with the most toys wins.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then
There you go.
AZ's done beat all of us.
Yep.
It's like guns.
Hey, good morning, Curtis. The wizard is here.
Hey, Curtis, good morning.
What about your guns, Ron?
As I said, that's something you don't sell either is guns.
Yeah.
Have you ever added up in your head how much you have in inventory of guns and what the value is?
Uh,
or how much you
get a
spent?
rough idea.
Yeah,
I got one gun. It cost me $4,000. The gun and the scope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's an
I'm
expensive
thinking-
BB gun.
oh, it's not no BB gun. I'd show it to you, but I know that I did
Well,
that
that's
once before where you can't, YouTube's algorithm picks that up or something.
Yeah, that's only if you're out there trying to sell and mess around with guns. You can show it for a minute or a second or two.
Want me to show you this one?
Yeah.
I had a graphic artist paint it.
See, y'all didn't get rid of guns back in the day because you guys were waiting for the Russians to come over here.
So Curtis was gonna be going out, I think today sometime. He was gonna do ROV live stream at some point in time.
oh, yeah, that was supposed to be this morning,
Yeah. Well, he's 3 hours, so it's only 6:58 there.
7 o'clock, but he said depending on how foggy it was.
Yep.
Thing weighs 35 pounds.
Holy crap.
It's a bench rest gun. It's, you put it up on a bench, but graphic artist painted this. Like I have 3 prairie
Oh,
dogs.
look at the paint job on the stock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When's the last time you shot that? It doesn't look like it's ever been shot. That thing looks
Yeah. A couple
pristine.
years ago. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice gun.
Nice.
And I've got an eagle on the other side. Oh, God, this thing's heavy.
Well, the Eagles on this side.
Paul, what's a power
hawk.
ray wizard?
Yeah.
What's
AZ said.
What's a what?
AZ said he has a power ray wizard still sealed in the box. Wow, that's an awesome picture. That thing looks heavy, Jesus.
Yeah, that
It
looks.
is.
Curtis is saying it's foggy right now. He's waiting until noon now.
Okay. So that'd be 3 o'clock on the East Coast? Yep.
I don't use
Easy.
it for anything less than 500 yards.
AZ, what's a power ray wizard?
I think a power ray is that what AZ was asking?
Yeah, he said he still has one.
I think it's an ROV, isn't it?
I don't have any idea. I've never heard of that before. That's what I
Oh,
was
did you have
curious.
to find out?
AZ says, Ron,
Yeah.
now we know where you're spending your money.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't have any money left for drones. That's what AZ said.
I haven't bought a gun in a while.
Yes. That's
There's a power ray.
yep.
Jesus, AZ.
It's by Power Vision. I thought it was an ROV.
I just want to go to his house and open up a museum.
you want to go looking for unused items is what you want.
Bet his house is a treasure trove of stuff.
AZ's place.
Yeah, he said he's got a brand new power ray wizard. It's one of the underwater RO.
Power Ray Vision is an ROV, and he just showed pictures of it.
He said it's still sealed in the box in his garage.
I think his money makes sense. Not money left for drones. That's true. I don't know. I've got, I think, 19 guns in there.
19 guns. Wow.
I probably couldn't afford that, AZ. I'm sure that thing isn't cheap. He said, "Are you buying, Justin? Still sealed in the box?" I was interested in those, but honestly, I'm worried that in Florida, man, the Gators would just eat one of those for lunch if you happen to run across one.
There's Chuck.
Oh, I need more light.
What's up, Chet? I'll be back in a minute, guys. I gotta do a couple things real quick.
I actually have a shotgun. It's a 20 gauge Winchester shotgun. I think we talked about this before. You remember, and Chuck, you wouldn't know about this, but Paul and Paul will. You remember the S&H green stamps?
Yep.
I remember green stamps.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm freaking old.
44 and a quarter books. I haven't shot that gun in 20, 25 years. Yeah, it looks like it just came out of the box. I've had two were my father's. And one was given to me by a friend who was going through some emotional times. He said to hold on to this. And after a long period of time, I kept asking him, you want it back? No. So he said, just hang on to it. He never wanted it back. Okay. Uncle
More
Bill.
editing to do, boys and girls. More editing. So what did I miss? I saw you guys popped on right when I was taking Lori to work, so
Yeah.
it took me a while to get situated. You've been
We
on a couple
we
hours.
found a hell of a deal for Ron
For
for a Mini 2 Fly More kit, brand new. Take a guess for a price.
$450.
Close.
I'm gonna screen share it. Here we go.
I love my Mini too. I flew it yesterday.
Ta-da! Buy it now. $325. It's in
Isn't that
Florida.
aircraft only?
Nope.
Gee.
Fly More combo.
Just one? How many are there?
I think it's just one.
Why haven't you clicked on it yet?
I already have one. Ron doesn't. He was thinking about having a small one to go, on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not showing other pictures though, so I'd be really curious.
That looks
Well,
like
he's got good
mini.
ratings.
It has orange tips on the props. Yeah. It's well, if you do find a Mini 2, Ron, you'll love the thing because it's like I use it as my my stunt drone basically. And
Yeah.
it's stealthy. It's really quiet. Nobody cares that it's up because it's so small. It doesn't bother anybody. And it gets, as long as the lighting is good, it gets really solid imagery. It's
Really?
good for video. It's a great little drone. I was flying mine yesterday because I had to do a project for Coast to Coast Drones. And,
I'd be asking. I know it says Fly More combo camera drone, but I just kind of wonder if that's all it is. It's I don't know. I just don't see pictures of the rest of it.
You can ask seller questions.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
ask questions. Contact the seller.
3 1/4 has been drone only, which I was thinking of doing because I wanted to get just an extra Mini 2 because damn,
Well, it says details about item, Paul.
Where?
Down a little bit, right there.
There, yeah. Yep.
Oh, listed as new.
Click, click, click. Marie says, click, click, click.
No.
Well, and the thing of it is, you buy it through PayPal, and it's guaranteed anyway.
Well, if you get somebody that doesn't know things for sure, they might have listed it wrong or something, but that'd be asking the question, make sure all the controllers and what all comes with it.
100%.
I wish the Mini 2 would work with the RC Pro. That's the one thing that disappoints me. If it worked with the RC Pro, I'd be,
Exactly as described.
oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a bad remark.
He had to get a refund. The actual product.
Pirated counterfeit, not genuine, got refund. Shipped.
And that's kind of
to a
That's
monthly
kinda-
refund.
Iffy.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
there's
it's
a little bit
probably one of
sketchiness
those.
there.
It's probably one of those e-sheen ones.
Well,
You know, it sounds too good to be
Yeah.
true.
probably is.
Yeah,
The price is coming down on the Mini 2 though, because the Mini 3 is looming on the horizon. And well, Ron, I'll give you a great deal on mine, because if the Mini 3 has, you're gonna get a Mini 3 then. But if the Mini 3 has, decent alike, man, the Mini 2 should have decent alike. That pisses me off. And if it works with the RC Pro, and the Mini 2 should work with the RC Pro, but it won't because DJI wants us to buy Mini 3s. I'll have to get a Mini 3. And if the sensor's bigger and it has a couple of sensors on the face of it so it can track, because I don't use tracking very much on it, but it'd be really nice to be able to with a little bit of confidence.
what, gotta go outside.
I bet it's going to be right between the price of the Mini 2 and the Air 2 non-fly more.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
going to probably
about
be like
about
$699.
800. Well, it's
Yeah.
it's 600 right now for the Mini 2 Fly More, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking the Mini 3 is going to be like $699 now.
I'm thinking 750,
You think?
749,
Yeah, I'm thinking between
799.
yeah around there.
Well, the whole remember Autel is charging an arm and a leg and a foot for their nano stuff.
I know. I'd love to have
don't
one of those
know.
nanos, but you're right. Yeah, that price is.
It's up
Ship
there.
on those.
They're expensive. But yeah, I'm just really disappointed. I was hoping the Mini 2 would pick up connectivity with the RC Pro, because that's before I got the Mavic 3 and I was flying a couple of Mavic 2 Pros around and I had the Mini 2. They all worked on the smart controller, so it was great. Just carry the smart controller with me in the bag. And then I had usually one Mavic 2 with me, and I had a Mini 2 with me, and the 3 batteries for each. And this is how I traveled around Scotland in my backpack, along with my action cameras and stuff. And I was good. I had all my gear, and to not have to carry a second remote, all that, not have to use the phone. I'm kind of feel disappointed about the Mavic 3, and I made my life a headache again to carry extra remotes. I have to carry 2 smart controllers.
Well, Chuck, I would probably this time let the Mini 3 come out for a few months and then make your decision whether you want one.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean, everybody's
GPS
gonna
is
be-
GPS
Well, you know-
is going to be crap again, like the Mavic 3.
But see, that's my worry about it, right? Because if the Mini 3 comes out, I'd love to get one too, but I'm worried about, is the GPS going to have the same problems that the Mavic 3 had?
I think it is, sadly.
And are they going to release it with all the functionality like they should have?
I don't know.
Because it was like they did really good from the Mini 1, the Mini SC, the Mini 2, the Air 2, and the Air 2S. It was like they killed those releases. They were really good. But it was like as soon as they hit the Mavic 3, it was like all kinds of freaking issues.
Well, the Mavic 3 is still a disaster as far as I'm concerned. The camera is spectacular. Never had a camera as good as this one on a drone ever. But the airframe is just...
Chuck, is it still
shit.
taking a long time for it to get satellite connect and all that?
Yeah. You know what? I stopped flying it. It's just it's behind me over there. It's behind me, behind the chair. You can see the orange one's one of the Mavic 2 Pros. I fly the Mavic 2 Pros. They're rock solid. And for YouTube stuff, you can't. Okay, there's a little more. The 5/3 sensor gets like it gets detail like you've never seen before. I mean, you can when you go in the post and you color grade, it's like, oh my god, look at the stuff that's there. Okay, that's cool. That sticks around for YouTube, but overall, the experience is just better with the Mavic 2 Pro at the moment, and I hope that changes.
Well, you seem like out of all the people I've seen that have the 3s and have talked about them, you seem to be the one that's like giving the actual honest
Oh, it
opinion
is.
about it because it seems like everybody else that has them wants to defend it so badly, and I think it's because they spent so much money on it.
It was expensive. I spent a lot just like everybody
Right.
else, and it hurt just like everybody else. And I knew I
But
was
you
buying
seem to
it
be the
too
only one that
soon.
wants to admit that, it probably wasn't the best purchase.
It was not, but I really I have high hopes for it.
Right.
I don't know if the GPS will ever connect fast.
That's the thing. It doesn't seem like DJI seems to be addressing it or even acknowledging it. I don't
Well,
hear
they had
anybody, um,
in their
you know,
defense, they
any,
had the New Year thing that slowed them down, I think, a bit. But now they're back. So what are they doing?
Yeah, Chinese New Year lasts like 2 months over there, doesn't it?
I think
Oh,
it's a
February,
month.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it's all of February.
mm,
We're they should be ramping back up. Hopefully, their engineering team's getting back together and they're gonna sort out some of these things. But what did I watch yesterday? It was what's the channel in Scotland, ironically. Stuart and what's his wife's name? He flew the Mavic 3 through trees and stuff while he was like was he riding a bike or something on a trail? And I can't believe he didn't crash it. I mean, the thing, it came so close so many times. I thought he was gonna freaking wad it up into a ball. I would never do what that guy did. Crazy. Because the obstacle avoidance on the Mavic 3 is not good enough to trust at this point. And I don't know if it ever will be, but I don't think it's even any better than like the Mavic 2 Pro or the other ones. It just pretends to be and brags to be. So we'll see. But yeah, if you don't have a Mavic 3 yet, it's hard because like me, I said, yeah, I'm not gonna get one. It's not ready. I'm not gonna get one. I did anyway. So don't be me.
Mika Steve, what's up, man? I ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah,
That's Mika
Mika
up too.
Steve and Uncle Bill.
What's up, Bill? Marie.
I haven't seen Mika Steve in a while. Well, guys, I better get my day started.
Okay, Ron.
Curtis says New Year's.
It's a
in
little
China
a
is
little
15
brisk
days.
for working out, but I understand your regimen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down.
Are you? I got to get on the treadmill and do a hike in a little while if I don't go outside. If it's not thunder bumpering, we're getting thunderstorms here today. It's gonna be like 70. It's
Yeah,
insane.
we're having heavy winds right here right now. Just a gust of wind went through here, just about shook the house.
Ron, you dropping weight?
Yeah.
Me too.
I have the worst weather. It's sunny with a slight breeze.
I got down to 159.
Holy cow.
I was before Christmas. I was 170 something.
I was 3 pounds under flight weight back in August. And when I went through that stress of getting kicked out of my house and trying to buy a house and everything, stress alone, I dropped 22 pounds.
Wow,
in
that's
like
impressive.
a month's time.
I had my physical a week ago, and they called me up about the blood and the urine samples and stuff, and they're like, "You got a lot of ketones in your urine,"
Mm.
and I'm talking to the nurse, like, "Oh, I think I can explain that." She's like, "Oh yeah, what do you think it is?" And I said, "Well, for the last 2 months, I've been dieting and exercising and eating like a bird, drinking lots of water." I said, "I'm down to peeing out ketones." She's like, "That's a good explanation." I said, "Yeah, that's what's going on.
Mm.
I'm eating so little that so now I need to I've got the weight down. Now I need to start doing resistance training and load up on more protein and just build up a little muscle mass so that 24/7 your body is burning calories because you need.
Yeah, I built an entire gym in my garage.
Yeah, I had a solo
crazy.
flex, but it's in pieces. So
And that helps, when, like I said, the closest, it's 12 miles, 13 miles away.
It's
So it's
nice to have
saving
the
me roughly
gear in the
25
house.
miles a day round trip.
Yeah, it's nice to have the gear right in the house. And
It's tough going down there when it's a little chilly. And, that's the other thing. My one friend was here the other day and was talking to me about that spray insulation and so I want to do something before next winter.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
instead of buying toys, you know,
Yeah, well, Lori and I want to finish the basement, but we have to find it first. And the Solo Flex is in pieces down there because it got evicted when we got the treadmill about 4 years ago.
mm,
And I love the treadmill. I mean, it's so much fun to get on there, and I do virtual hikes. I was in Oregon the last few days hiking around. Yesterday I was hiking around Mount Hood with a
Oh,
trainer.
that'd be
It's
cool.
just cool with the big screen, you know, the big.
Oh,
20
really?
screen. Yeah, it's a Nordic track. It's
Oh,
not the newest one. I think the newest one has even a bigger screen, but this is like a 22-inch.
So Ron, what you're saying is Paul needs to look up spray foam for you on
Maybe,
eBay.
maybe.
yeah.
We're just
Hey.
looking up the wrong
Mika
items.
Steve is in the chat. Mika Steve. I haven't seen
Mika
him in a while.
Steve, down under.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the bike today. I have one of those bikes with the big fan on it and the rowing bars. That's my warm up. I'll do that for a while. That's my cardio. And then when I up in Dickinson, North Dakota, for the whole bunky little country out in the middle of nowhere town that it is, they have the biggest state of the art gym I've ever seen in my life. It's unbelievable.
We have an air rower that goes back to the 90s. It's a really nice piece of gear. Just you can't kill it. Then we have an actual Stairmaster, you know, the Stairmaster PT 40 or 4600 PT or whatever it is, and that's built like a brick shit house. All I have to do is keep it lubed up. I used to use that every single day, but it was tearing up my knees, so that's when we switched over to the treadmill. And I used to use the Solo Flex 3 times a week, but the treadmill, like I said, displaced it. There's no room in this little bedroom that we turned into a workout room for
I got a
it.
Bowflex too off my boss. Yeah, that place up in Dickinson, my God, they got 4 pools. The one is what do they call them, the waveless pool or whatever. So
Yeah.
instead of swimming it, I get down in the water, it's up to about shoulder, and I walk against the waves. Holy crap.
That's a lot
There are
of work, man.
lifeguards
That's
and
a lot
stuff
of
in there.
resistance.
They tell me, I said, you're crazy. They said, we don't even do that. Yeah.
That's what burns calories. And then,
Mhm.
you know, the most simple stuff you can do are like planks and push-ups. I mean, they work wonders for your body, and they
Yeah.
don't need anything but just a space to do them. That's
Yeah.
all you need. You bang out 50 or 60 of those a day.
Yeah. I've been trying to find
tighten you
workout
right up.
programs where, you know, I'll maintain. I don't want to gain muscle, a whole lot of muscle weight.
And you won't doing push-ups and
Mm-mm.
planks and stuff. You'll just tone up, but you'll pick up muscle. There'll be a lot of lean muscle mass, which
Yeah.
is the good stuff. It's the
Like I'm even keeping my bench press. I'm not going to go back up over 200 again.
you're just yeah. Remember the days when we used to like try to bench our body weight and all that kind of crap and just tear yourself up. That's how you mess up your shoulders and your rotor cuffs and all that crap. You just beat the crap out of them. It's
But,
like lifting a truck and driving it off road. Beats the shit out of all the joints and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I find if you use less weight and more reps.
Yeah, exactly. Probably like I was doing like I do 15 reps.
Yeah.
It's 3 sets, and then because it's more about toning than getting mass.
Right.
You still pick up mass.
Yeah.
I miss my bigger arms.
Oh, I do. You know, I used to be 265. I used to go to the gym twice a day back in that little coal miners town in Pennsylvania. All we did was drink beer, lift weights, and chase women and hunt.
You did 12-ounce curls, then you went to the gym, and then you chased chicks around.
Yep.
12-ounce curls, real curls, chase girls.
Yeah. Not all necessarily in that
Something
order.
like that. Not in that order, maybe. Maybe not in that order.
Yeah, I was a big dude back. I went to the gym twice a day. Yeah, but there were a big group of us used to hang out, and I was in a few, you know, heavyweight competitions, and you know, yeah, those days are gone, long gone.
That's all right. Just
But-
keep it together, man. Keep it together, Ron.
Yeah,
You can grab a mini 2 though. I mean, if you want, or wait for the mini 3. But having a small sub 250 drone in your bag is really handy. I will attest to that. Paul will tell you that too.
yeah.
He's gotten some pretty good stuff with his. They're capable little buggers.
There's all kinds of ways to skin the cat, but you know, if you can get into the mini 2, Ron, for your purposes, I think that'd be great.
Ron, what else are you flying? Do you have a Mavic 2 Pro or anything like that? What are you
That's
flying?
yeah. That's the only thing I have right now. Is I got most of my money in my 2 Sony cameras.
So if you have a Mavic 2 Pro, do you have the smart controller?
Yep.
Then you can get a mini. You can buy a Mini 2 aircraft only, and just a la carte buy the charger and a battery or two extra. You don't need the remote control because your smart controller is your remote control, and they just fixed the firmware on it. It works really great. You turn on. It used to be a problem to switch from Mavic 2 Pro to Mini 2.
Oh, really?
Now it's easy.
So the Mini 2 works with the smart controller.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
It
Now-
happened. This is funny. I bought my Mini 2 back early summer,
Right?
and because I was gonna bring it to Scotland with me, and I was like, God, I hope they add the smart controller. I hope they make the smart controller work with this thing. My Mini 2 shows up on my doorstep. The next morning, DJI released the firmware for the smart controller to work with Mini 2. I mean, my timing was that good, and I didn't know.
Wow.
But anyway, dude, it's fantastic because it's just like what I was telling you. You have the smart controller, and you have your Mavic 2 Pro, and a couple of batteries, a couple extra batteries with it, and then you have the Mini 2, which takes up no space at all. The Mini 2 is super tiny. I put it in this little case right here. It's just big enough to fit the drone, and then bring my ND filters with it. And a couple of, and the batteries fit in this little brick thing. It's like tiny. Where is it? Oh, it's downstairs. I'll show you. But anyway, dude, it's the best setup, and the one smart controller does it all. You carry the same controller that you're comfortable with.
Did you get hot sauce?
My regular controller for the Mavic 2, I haven't even taken the little sticky tape off of it
Yeah,
yet.
good.
Never used it.
I used mine for a while because the smart controller came out 6 months after the Mavic 2 Pro came out, and I grabbed it as soon as it came out. I was really super
I
excited.
was going to sell that controller, but I'm like, just hang on to it. You never know.
If you're gonna get a Mini 2, you'll be glad you held on to it because it works with both aircraft. They're both linked up. You can switch between them. Freaking awesome. The Fly app is a little bit janky on it though. You might get a little bit of stuttering here and there, but it works. I mean, it's not as buttery as the Mavic 2 Pro with Go 4, but Fly
Right.
works.
Yeah, I've never used that other app yet. I've always had the old.
That'll be
old
the hardest.
style app.
It'll be the hardest adjustment for you. But the good news is the Mini 2 is a pretty basic drone as far as settings go. You're not going to have Decine-alike or
Right.
D-Log or anything like that with it. So it uses the normal color profile, which is respectable. It's just a great little drone to have around to throw up and get respectable stuff for YouTube
Yeah.
or whatever.
Hmm.
And it's
You know
quiet. You can lose it so easy because it gets so... Paul, tell me I'm wrong.
No,
You fly the Mini 2 up about 100 feet. Like,
you don't know
Where is
it's there.
you got to find the black spot in the sky. Where did it go? Where?
It's a
Oh,
couple-
there it is.
You
There it
can't-
is.
You can't hear it. You cannot hear it.
Oh,
Really?
it is quiet. It doesn't disturb anybody. Excuse me. It's
Yeah, 400.
so stealthy.
When it's at 400 feet,
oh, it's
you
gone.
won't notice it unless
Yeah,
you are
it's
looking
gone.
for it. Yeah.
You better get your binoculars out.
Yep,
That-
yep. You better have your visual spotter there, because yeah, that little bugger disappears quick. But it's so great for flying around stuff. And if you did crash it, you can. That 325 is a true price to buy just another aircraft. So
Yep.
I mean, it's like,
Yeah, because that's what I did. But I ended up getting the insurance on that one. So
yeah.
I don't know if it'd be hard just to find just the aircraft.
They're on eBay and stuff. I've seen them floating around.
no, I bought mine off Amazon, brand new. It was
You're
like
right. They're on
three-
Amazon too. It was like three. It was like three
325.
Yeah,
I think it was.
yeah.
But see, because the first Mini 2 I bought, I didn't get the insurance on. So what I did was I went on Amazon, bought just a replacement drone,
yeah,
and it was 3 something, and I got the insurance on that now. Because you can go on there and buy the replacement drone for any of them. You can buy just the Air 2S, you can buy the Air 2. It don't matter. They even have the Mini 1.
And I ran into a guy yesterday when I was flying the Mini 2. He pulled in to walk his Dalmatian, and I was kind of like, I was all alone in this park, like right near a river with a bridge and stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna get some shots for this coast to coast drones project I'm supposed to work on. And dude pulls in. I'm like, crap, I'm not alone anymore. Crap, he's got a dog. Now I'm gonna freak the dog out with the drone. It's like, crap. Turned out to be the the nicest guy ever. He came over to me, and I'm trying to get my shots, and he's like, "So is that of a camera?" He's asking the typical, questions that they ask us drone.
Is that a drone?
Yeah, does that drone have a camera on it? Yep. Give me a few minutes. I'm trying to get a couple of shots, and then I'll talk to you all you want. Oh, okay. Gave me my space, and then I got all my shots in. We were talking probably for a half hour. He's this dude from he was from New York City, moved to Colorado, married his wife in Finland. We were talking about all kinds of crap, and he wanted to know all about the Mini 2, because I was telling him, because he's like, wow, it's a small little drone. I said, yeah, it's a DJI Mini 2. I was telling him how DJI is kind of like the king of all the drones as far as they're a Chinese company, but they kind of make the most respectable stuff at the moment. There's a couple of others that are decent. And,
Wasn't that the one you said he was thinking about buying one? Didn't you say that
I was
yesterday?
thinking of buying a Mini 2, and then he said, well, how much? And I said, this one with a not this. I had the smart control. I said, it's not going to come with the smart controller. This thing right here. He's like, that looks pretty fancy. I said, that's probably more in the drone. I said, yeah, it's more in the drone. I said, about $500 to $600 you can get a Mini 2 with a couple of batteries and a bag and a remote and stuff, and use your phone to fly it. I said, or you can get a Mini SE if you're not worried about having 5 miles of range. Mini SE is like what, $350 or something. So, and then
Hey
he's
guys, I
asking
better
questions
run
about
before you
the
guys spend all my money.
Okay, before you go, Ron, I want to show you what we're talking about spending money. You see that? You
Yeah,
see that boat right there?
you were showing that last night.
Yeah, that's what Curtis Dart is going to buy.
I know. Well, he
Why is the
told me, he
horizon
said, "Ron,
tilted?"
hopefully I'll have this by the next time you're up here."
Yep, exactly.
Why is the horizon tilted?
Oh, I just noticed that too.
Annoying. It's tilted.
Yeah.
Yep, that's better.
Yeah, it was a Hudson test.
See, actually my Mini 2 did it to me yesterday, and when I got home to edit the footage, I had to straighten it out because it was skewed, kind of like just like that there with the it was tilted down to the right, just like that.
Wow.
And it sucked because I didn't have a lot of. I like to have a little bit of sky in the top of my shot, so it gives like the viewer perspective of where you are. See, having the horizons. Hey, what's up, TJ? Having the horizon is really important. in a
What's
shot. It
up?
gives
What's
you-
up, Chuck?
Not much, man.
All right, guys. We will
Chuck,
catch
you
you
know,
all
I was
later.
watching.
Hey.
Who's leaving? Oh,
Bye,
Ron's
Ron.
leaving.
Nice seeing you,
DJ
man.
just
Bye,
ran
Ron.
down.
Bye, Ron.
See ya.
Oh, that's funny.
What, TJ?
So I went to watch your video that you did with the castle and everything,
Yeah.
and I was watching it. I was like, "Holy crap! I'm not subscribed to his channel." So like I went to
Oh, yeah.
subscribe. I thought I was subscribed for like. I thought I was subscribed for like the longest time, and apparently I
hates me.
wasn't. I commented that on your. So
Yeah,
I was like,
saw
"Oh
that.
my
It was-
gosh!" I
It's
totally.
nice of you to comment. No,
You might have been though. I mean, YouTube unsubscribes people all the time.
yeah, it sucks.
Maybe I was. I don't
They
know.
are doing everything in their power to beat us down, and if you're not a regular viewer to anybody's channel, there's a good chance they'll just throw you out. And then,
Why is that?
Because they can.
Because if too many channels get too big, then they have to pay a bunch of money.
Right, exactly.
Oh.
Justin hit the nail on the head. And,
Honestly, if YouTube's
That's pretty-
algorithm worked correctly, there would probably be a lot more Mr. Beasts and big ass channels like that.
maybe this sounds big-headed and all, but I don't understand why the channel that Lori and I have isn't growing faster. I don't get it, but whatever. I'm not saying we're superstars or anything, but damn it all, I mean,
Well, you
we're not
know,
making shit
Damn
content.
it all.
We're making pretty good content, and I think we get more and more, everybody gets better at it. You get more and more, you make it more engaging and more fun to watch, and it just pisses me off though. It's like I can't get any traction.
but this is a thing I was telling somebody last night. No, you're never going to figure out YouTube's algorithm and why the
Not
hell it
even-
does certain shit.
Yeah, I'm not even trying. But what blows my mind is when I don't know if I'm getting yeah.
Well, why do you think I told you that one channel that critiques other people's channels is so big? It's not because they're actually doing anything that is really helping anybody. They're playing on people's emotions that they're going to somehow grow their
Yeah,
channel.
they're gonna. It's like the snake oil salesman. They're gonna. Here's how you read the algorithm. It's like vidIQ and all those guys.
Right.
Oh, do
And
this with your
anybody who
thumbnails,
tells
do
you that they understand how YouTube's algorithm works,
they don't.
they're full of crap.
They are full of crap because their shit doesn't. It doesn't.
Because
matter how
once
good
you
the
think you
thumb-
figured it out, something else, it does something else completely different.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is these people, they play on people's emotions. And I've seen channels that do really good thumbnails. They do really good intros and outros and everything else. And just nobody watches their crap.
Yep.
I mean, look at Matt Northeast. He makes really good videos.
Matt is
And he,
a
You know-
very good pilot. His footage is amazing. The guy gets.
but he doesn't
He ain't
blow up.
afraid to fly that thing in the craziest of locations. He gets. Yeah.
You know who else is really good too is Barry, any journalist. He's getting really good too. He's got some really good stuff on his channel.
Have you been to an eye doctor lately, TJ?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What? Why?
No reason. Carry on.
Why? Why do you ask that?
Okay, I've spoken to Barry on the side. I don't really want to do it in public here, but I've given him some advice, and I said take it or leave it for what it's worth. But okay, do this. Watch that castle video. Watch my drone footage. Watch any of my videos with my drone footage. Then watch his.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Scrappy Doo?
Scrappy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Scrappy Doo, yeah.
See, to say your stuff is cinematic doesn't make it cinematic, okay? When you want to make it cinematic, there are things you must do, okay? There are things that
Hey,
you
there you
do to make it truly cinematic, other than say, this is a cinematic 4K video. Fast movements are not cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not filming in 24 frames per second. Technically, not cinematic. Full field of view, he does. He's got to slow down. I've told him to Barry, slow down.
Turn your
down.
rates down or whatever. Yep.
Slow down, and then make sure, like when you put your
Yeah.
clips together, if you're moving in this direction, right? You're going in this direction. The next clip should also go in the same direction if possible. If you're going forward, you can go backwards. It's like you have to. There goes my camera out of focus. There's just shit you gotta do, and like he can be a really great pilot, but he just goes too fast. He's just gotta slow down. Barry, slow down, man. Slow down. To
Marie
be
asks,
epic, slow
we'll see you-
down.
We'll see you next time, Marie. Thanks.
I don't worry.
There. Slow
TJ,
down. That's
TJ,
what I'm
what's
saying.
the wife's name?
He froze
trouble
up.
now.
TJ, what's your wife's name? We
What?
got some things we could tell her.
Who's that?
Oh, Bill just popped in. What's up, Bill?
Her name's Sandra. My battery's about to die. I got 10%.
Okay. All right, TJ. You tell Sandra that we'll have to talk later.
Okay, will do. We'll see you.
Yeah, bye-bye. Hey, Bill,
10:30.
how you doing?
10:30 in the morning. Why is this bad? Never mind. Hey, good
Bill.
morning. How are you?
Bill. I'm probably gonna lose half my subscribers today because I just dissed somebody, sort of. But I didn't mean to. I just want to just want people to be better. I want to be better.
Chuck was giving a little bit of a
It was kind of harsh.
advice. It was
Kinda harsh.
advice, right? Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't it true though? I mean, that's really.
Oh
there's
yeah,
some-
you got to work at it. You got, and the other thing you got to do is when you video something from the air, you got to look at it as though it's not yours. You can't protect it and say that, well, it's okay. You got to learn from it. Every experience, right, Bill?
I
Oh,
don't
God,
ever.
you know what's-
I don't ever learn shit.
Oh, you liar! You know
I
what
don't
the
know
worst stuff is?
I don't
when
know
you-
anything. I can't figure anything out. I have 212 subscribers. I think it's all about personality. Nobody likes me, so that's a. You You know, a lot of it's personality. You know, it's not just. There's a lot of guys that put some very nice stuff out there, and he's absolutely right as far as jerkiness is concerned. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, but you know what? That's lesson one. You know, I mean, if you can't smooth out video so that it's
Cinematic.
cinematic. I mean, I don't know
I've had issues
what
where-
other word to use. I mean, that's exactly right. Have you ever watched a movie where you know they're
Well, an action movie will have stuff happening kind of quick and stuff. But
yeah,
if
but they
you're-
don't jerk the camera around. You know, even I mean, it
Right.
could be a war movie. They don't jerk the camera around.
No, everything's
just
fluid.
jarring to
Movements-
your
movements
vision.
are all. Everything should be fluid, you know, and
Right.
like
Should be
so you
fluid.
can-
Should
so
be
your
should
mind
be
can keep up with it.
right.
And
It's
the change-
that's annoying when stuff is.
Well, you know,
Well,
Bill,
it's scrappy, and then like the other hard thing is like when you go from you have a scene and really you ought to have about 3 to 5 seconds minimum of a shot, like to let somebody take it in before. You don't want to go too long, but not too short either. And then I don't know, change movements suddenly in different directions with different clips. It just becomes mayhem. And
Bill, don't down yourself too much because you're actually one of the best people that can keep a live show going by yourself.
That's right.
Well, live views.
He
I can-
has, man.
live
He's
views I can
gone for-
do, you know, but that's just the equipment. That's not.
Yeah, but do you know how many people I've seen that are really good on panels with other people, but then when they're by themselves, it's like they almost freeze up because I'll do it when I'm by myself trying to do a live.
I think
You're
it'd be
really good
hard
at
to be
you're
on
really
your
good at
own.
keeping the conversation going with your your chat.
That's
and
just
all
because I
that.
talk to myself all day long. So
Yeah, but you got a good personality for doing that kind of
that's
live
very
show.
nice of you, Justin. And by the way, you look really nice today. What the hell's
I do.
that? Where are you?
You think he smells good too?
Yeah, I don't see his spit. Yeah, he probably does. No, I don't think so.
Justin smells so nice today.
You do. You smell great.
Gee, Bill, your hair smells terrific.
No, I doubt that. I haven't showered yet. I did. You know what? I'm off today. I don't have to go anywhere, and I discovered that peanut butter whiskey is good in coffee. I just discovered it.
Ooh, I haven't.
Peanut butter whiskey.
That's the secret to being smooth and calm and not freezing up on this is alcohol. You know what's funny? There's no Canadians in it. Oh, there's Paul. Hey, Paul. You Canadians are such copycats. I've been drinking Screwball, right, which is my favorite like flavored whiskey. It's a peanut butter whiskey. It sounds disgusting, but it's awesome. So
Peanut butter is good in everything.
You know, it really is. You know, so they so,
It's universally
so they should have a peanut butter bacon whiskey should be the next thing. So
Jesus.
That'll kill you fast. I've been buying
80 degrees
Screwball.
out.
It's kind of expensive. It's not really expensive, but it's like $30 a bottle, 27, $20 a bottle, 30, depending where you buy it. They don't have it. So apparently me talking about it, you know, that's really up the sales. So I went to the liquor store. They didn't have it, but they have something called Scatterbrain. Well, that's not a ripoff of Screwball, is it? Scatterbrain whiskey from Canada for $16.
$60?
16.
$16.
Yeah.
Is it just as good?
It's really good. I'm testing it out right now. It's awesome. But I do agree with Chuck, you know, as far as video and cinematic. But, you know, there's a lot of really good cinematic stuff out there to watch. That's why it's tough to really grow with just the quality of your video. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, what a lot of the big guys do is, you know, they'll, like, for example, I mean, I don't have shit. You know, I have 212 subscribers, but I have almost 25,000 views on my crappy little channel, mostly because my one thing that I did that review of the Master Air Screw props, which I brought up before because I don't have much really to build my story on, has over 15,000 views, you know, and it was just a lark. The Master Air Screw for the Mini 2 just came out. So I was one of the first people to do a review on it, you know, so because of that,
Wanted to see it.
right, you know, so it's not really about how good my video is because it's not that great. It really isn't, and I'm not just saying
Those
that.
are
It's
the
not.
videos. Those are the videos that grow the channel. But even though I'm usually an early adopter of stuff, I can do those types of reviews. I just choose
Sure you
not
can.
to because they're not my thing.
Not your thing,
I guess
and
that's how you grow a channel. It's like you have to. Information is what people go to YouTube.
and it
for.
brings more people in, and they may check back later for other stuff. You know, might
Yeah.
start watching your very excellent video, you know, and like that, and enjoy it and all, because that's what's funny. That thing's 14 minutes long, and it has a really long view. If you look at the
Yeah, the people stick with you for a long time.
Yeah, versus cinematic and so, oh, you got to keep it down to 3 minutes and da 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 da. Really, if I have a nice day flying, like when I went to Peanut Island with Ray or whatever, and the video looks nice, I leave a lot of it in there. If people want to come in and see and they get tired of it and leave, that's okay. They can. That doesn't bother me that they didn't watch it to the end. I'm not making money on my channel anyway. So, you want to come in, you see some stuff, that's great. Maybe you'll come back later, watch the rest of it. I don't know. But I'm sure that, I'm sure everybody's right that the best thing to do is a 3 to 5 minute, maybe 4 minute video with 7, 6, 7, 8 second individual shots with nice, with the music matching and all that great. That's all good. It's a lot of work.
Well, that's the puzzle. That's what
What's the
no,
formula?
I'm stuttering. That's what drew me into editing, is the fact that it's a puzzle. And the cool thing about the puzzle is you're actually cutting your own puzzle. You're cutting your own pieces, and you're putting it all together the way you want to do it. And when you think,
But I tend
music,
to be lazy. My videos look like my live streams. I'll leave most of it in there, and then when I do I do it this or that, I cut that out.
Yeah,
and then I blend it in the next one, and it tends to be long. But I think if it looks nice, I leave it in. And if folks want to watch the whole thing, they watch the whole thing. They don't want to watch the whole thing, they don't. I'm making a video for me, really. Than them.
Bill, have you talked to Matt about growing your channel?
What?
Matt Northeast, have you been watching his live streams lately?
No.
Oh, he's hit 9/11, so he's turned into an absolute diva now. He's been doing what he calls these hashtag Matt bumps.
I don't know, but his channel did grow really, really fast.
What's he up to now?
I'm talking about Matt Northeast.
Yeah.
Okay. He's up to 9/11.
That's a terrible.
And he's got
No, but he's been on
Justin,
YouTube
every time it goes up, Justin has to shock himself again.
Yeah, with the taser. Well, we're tasing him to 1,000.
Oh.
So every time he gets a subscriber, I tase myself one time on his live show. You got to go back and watch his last couple of lives. You're gonna laugh your ass off, Bill. They were hilarious. Matt's on there talking about, I'm at 9/11, but I'm still humble. I come down off my mountaintop to help the smaller channels.
Is that what he said?
Yes, he was saying it through his whole live stream. He was like, he goes, I don't mean to brag on the smaller channels, but he goes, I will, sometimes I'll reach down and I'll pick one of them up.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was hilarious as hell.
But it's just funny because again, I can't figure it out, but I really haven't put my mind to it. I used to be a web developer. That was what I did for a living for at least 10, 12 years. And I'm sure I could figure something out where I could cross, between I used to do SEA for companies. I got paid good money for that back in the day. But then everybody and their cousins started doing it for next to nothing. It became a terrible business to be in. Kids would come out of school and they're living in their mother's house. And, I went back to working for a living. But anyway, I'm sure I could do something and I could grow it. And maybe I will want to retire, because I'm a chicken shit now. Because if I were to, drop my job and go 100% and go all gung ho, maybe it would work. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe I would lose my house. I don't know. I'm not willing to do that, But why did I bring that up? I just squirreled. Big time. I have no idea why I brought that up. This is really good peanut butter whiskey.
That's why you squirreled right there.
There you go.
That's
squirrels love their peanuts. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But as far as growing the channel, God, Paul, how many subscribers do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Paul's almost at 1 million views.
2,700 and some.
That's awesome.
That's good. Yeah.
It is. It's awesome. I'd love that.
It's great.
Well, but it's built not on live streaming. It's built on all my ship videos. Because I have some ship videos with 15, 20, 25,000 views.
Are you ready to see this, Bill?
I don't know.
There you go.
Hold it. Put it on the downside, on the underside of your arm, so we can see the arc.
You gotta go up. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Jesus.
You see, they were all egging me on there.
Matt's laughing his ass off. That's well, they all are.
I've never heard Paul laugh so hard in my life. Oh my God.
You know, that's a interesting marketing thing. Maybe we should put out there every time I get a new subscriber, I'll hit myself in the head with a hammer.
Oh, there you go.
Live.
Well, you won't get to make too many. You won't get too many new subscribers before you like Muhammad Ali.
Unless you get one of those big foam hammers, you know.
Yeah,
Like I'm up to 20
hammer.
subscribers.
Might want to wait to every 50 subscriber increment or something to slow down the damage.
Is it 20 or 200?
Yeah.
2,000. Yeah, it's 2,000.
I lost the vision in this eye.
Yeah,
That's an interesting idea. What is it? Very simple
but-
sickness. They call it in amnesia. What are you
You
talking
serious?
about, David?
You seriously got to go watch Matt's live stream from the last 2 weeks. Oh
Hey.
my God, they were hilarious as hell.
I don't think I would enjoy watching you torture yourself like that.
No. I'm just talking about Matt and his diva attitude he had through the whole
he
2
got into
live
my-
streams was hilarious as shit.
Matt got into my shit. It was a while ago. I think it was more in January. I was on one of the live streams. Well, I was in the chat, and I was talking about variable aperture and how it didn't really help you much. I was speaking of video, and I think Matt was thinking more of still photography. Man, he laid into me, and I'm not arguing with him because he's freaking right. But
Well, how
for
can
me-
you argue with an Australian accent like that?
well, he's not wrong anyway. I mean, really, I use variable aperture incorrectly. I use it to I put the drone up in the air and I have the ND filter on, and I use the variable aperture to kind of tweak the exposure a little bit. So obviously, when you do that, you change depth of field. But with a drone, most of my shots are far enough away that depth of field doesn't matter much.
Hey, Bill,
I
are
got
you
what he was
flying
saying.
with the Mavic 3?
Who's Mavic 3?
Are you flying with the Mavic 3 or no?
Send me one. I'll fly with it. No, I don't have one. No, I still have Air 2S.
Because
Air 2S is the best.
Chuck's still standing by his statement that the camera's wonderful, but I'm putting it nicely. The drone
Airframe.
itself has much to be desired.
The airframe is still a struggle. It doesn't fly. I don't expect it to fly like a Mavic 2 Pro, or I've been told it flies more like an Air 2S. Your Air 2S is a very capable drone, but I don't think it's as refined as the Air 2S yet. So I hope it gets there.
Well, I mean, if it's moving around on you, then it doesn't fly like an Air 2S because an Air 2S is pretty solid.
there you go. Because yeah, it's like the drunken mosquito thing happens.
Yeah.
But really, seriously, the Air 2S is the best value right now, bar none.
You know what
It's a great
bothers me is
deal.
I see a lot of channels. I just saw one the other day. Is the Autel Lite, the Air 2S killer? Yes, it is. Well, what the? It's $450 more money. I mean, why? They're not the same comparison. It's
Yeah.
it's an unfair comparison.
Well,
And
the
I don't
Air
believe it
2S,
anyway.
if you fly an Air 2S or any DJI drone, and then you use like a Pocket 2 or an Osmo Pocket or an Action 2 or an Osmo Action or whatever to go with it, then you can use a similar color profiles for everything. You can get similar footage. Makes it easier to edit later. But
Yeah.
Autel-
Anyways, guys, you
Autel-
have a good one. I gotta take off. So
Okay, Paul.
Autel
see
is
you guys all
actually-
later. Okay.
All right,
Why,
Paul.
why is Autel charging so much? That stuff, their stuff is really expensive.
Your volume's down on your microphone. Is that?
Better?
That's better.
Sorry. How long? I've been quiet for a really long time then.
Yes, you have.
Shoot.
Oh, we can hear you. You're
Yeah.
fine.
But is that better?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, boys.
How's mine? Mine good?
Girls.
How about now?
Yep. Good.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're a little hot now.
Penetration.
It's my line.
I get penetration. I just don't. They're different. They're different tools for different things. It did like the ones that compare the Mini 2 to the other Autel, the Nano Plus.
Mhm.
I mean, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, it's twice as much money. Just about. I mean, that's again unfair. It's not the same class of drone, in my opinion. I mean, the Light Plus or the Light, whatever it's called, is about the same money as you were able to buy at the end, you know, a Pro, you know, a Pro 2, you know. So why are you comparing it to an Air 2S, which is under $1,000? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me.
As far as sub 250 stuff goes, I mean,
I'm not saying the Light Plus isn't a great drone. It's an awesome drone.
Nano, yeah, the Nano is pretty cool with its sensors and stuff. The Mini 3 is gonna compete with that,
Right.
but right
They're not
now,
the same class of drone. This is $450 drone. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Not the same thing.
yeah. Well, when you're talking price point, agreed. So
But as far as flight characteristics and like that, actually, the funny thing is the Mini 2 is better. The Mini 2 is faster. It's got better wind resistance, and just seems so far to be a little more reliable. But I don't know. The Plus is really coming around. You know, eventually they'll get it all straightened it out just in time for the 3 to come out.
exactly.
Well, as an old guy, what bugs me is, you know, I've been flying since 1989, and over the years I've become very comfortable with DJI. It's the way it operates, the controls, and everything.
Yep.
Else. And so when I go buy something else that has a different kind of controller, it's like I'm fighting with myself, like, damn, I wish it did this. Damn, I wish it did that. I don't like it the way, you know, it's like you got it.
I know the struggle because when I use my Insta360 camera, aside all my DJI stuff, or Lori's Sony, it's hard to get the footage to like blend in with the other footage, and it's just part of the deal. It's nice to use one manufacturer's stuff because when you use multiple cameras, everything kind of blends nice together.
Well, as you get older, you're looking for more of the comfort level.
And you want the consistency, like you said, you're talking controls of the drone. I agree that you go from one DJI drone to another, and there's a lot of similarity. They're not going to be identical, but there's similarity there.
You know, it's funny, Chuck, because you poo-poo on Filmora, right? You know, it's funny.
Not really. I don't mean that. I don't mean the poo-poo on it.
Well, I mean,
I've never used it. It's not fair for me to criticize something I've never used.
You're using better software. We understand, but it's cheap. No, it's cheap. It's $70 software. You know what I mean? Or now it's 120, I guess.
I used to use Video Studio, which was a similar price point, Bill. Similar
right.
Price
Well,
point.
if it does what you need to do, who cares what it costs? But you know,
movie maker here.
Yeah. Oh, really? You still use a Movie Maker?
Wow. You're making it work. I've seen some really good stuff from all of them.
Well, anyway, I didn't mean that wasn't a criticism. I understand.
No, I didn't mean that. If I come across, I come across like a jerk anyway a lot. But no disrespect, Bill. I mean, whatever you use, if it works for you, it's great.
Well, I have lots of stuff. You know, I use whatever is easiest for me to use at that moment in time. But I actually have. The hell do I have? God, you know what I have? Senility.
You have peanut butter frickin' whiskey. That's what you have.
I'm sitting here thinking, I got Galileo.
In your
I got Da
veins.
Vinci. I got
Galileo.
I got Galileo. I got Adobe. You know, what the hell's it called? Help me out, Chuck.
Premiere Pro.
Thank you. But I don't have the new one. I have an old one. It's CS6, so it doesn't support H.265.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, so I don't use it. It just sits there. But in any case, brand new to the newest version 11 of Filmora. Apparently, allegedly, they have a new feature. It's like an AI feature that allows you to use multiple cameras, and it supposedly figures it out and blends it and changes the color. I don't know. I haven't tried it. But that's an alleged feature now that it helps you with when you're using multiple cameras. So maybe
Bill Thomas is going to use that. He's doing a project on Coast to Coast. That's what I was earlier in the show. I was talking about that. I was flying the Mini 2 yesterday because we're all getting footage from a drone filmed in. Why are you laughing, Justin? What's happened? He's giggling. What happened? What'd I miss?
I don't know.
Oh, Justin was giggling. Anyway, so we're all filming stuff like 30 frames a second, normal color profile.
1080p. Yeah, 30. I was there. Yeah.
That one, Bill. Yeah, you doing it too? Did you do it? You doing a piece?
I recently orbited around my antenna on my roof. Maybe I'll. No, I need to get something decent.
That's what I did yesterday. I got enough footage to put together like a assembly of clips that's 60 seconds long and
Did you?
send it over to him. Yeah, so
That's
I'm
cool.
done.
But he's gonna. What's he
That'd
gonna?
be
He's
cool.
gonna use. He's gonna use Filmora.
Yeah, that's his plan, and it's gonna be like I asked myself, can I put my logo? I'm gonna put my logo in the upper left hand corner of the frame of the video.
You
Is
should.
that okay?
But
He's like,
he's not wanting you to. He didn't want us to send it to him as a Filmora file, did he?
No, just an
okay.
MP4. Just
Yeah,
you right, because whatever if you do it in Filmora, like you're gonna just don't mess with the colors or anything. Normal color profile,
Right.
and then export it. Well, I mean render it as your project. I didn't add music. I don't think he wanted us to add music or anything.
I don't think
That
so.
would be kind of weird, right?
Well, if he doesn't own, everybody would have to. I mean, if you're using, Filmora comes with a lot of music, by the way. That's another thing with the.
Oh yeah. You know, when I was using Video Studio from Corel, that had canned music too. That was respectable, and
Yeah, no,
that
it's
was
pretty
that
good.
was that made my that was part of my decision making process. Bill, the same stuff you brought up as a new creator. I needed something that was easy to learn, easy to use, had music because I didn't want to pay for like Epidemic and stuff like that, and
a lot of effects and apparently
built-in
11 they
effects that are really easy to use. They're
Yep.
like canned and they're ready to go.
Yep.
And like DaVinci doesn't have that. DaVinci, most of the effects you have to create.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, okay, you
What's
create them,
nice
you can
with the
save them.
Filmora that it has a lot of title effects, end effects, subtitles, and you can adjust them. You can change them. You can morph them a little bit to a point, without too much trouble. So
That stuff's no, you mentioned titles and stuff though. Believe it or not, DaVinci does come canned with a bunch of good titles and subtitles and stuff like that. That stuff's in there, but it's still easier to use something like Filmora. I'm thinking Filmora feels a lot like Video Studio like I used to use as far as the it's
Can't remember
a
if I've ever
very easy quick learning curve kind of software.
But like you were talking about the different cameras, the different color profiles, and like that. I might. I mean, hell, I'll do this video with my phone, and maybe with my crappy camera over there, and some from the drone. Maybe the two different. Well, they're the same color profile. They're both DJI. But anyway, maybe I'll
You gotta
throw
set
them
your
all
white
together
balance.
and see what this thing offers. Whether it actually.
Ooh, that'd be a good video.
You know.
Do it up. Like take some stuff with different color profiles and then let Filmora work its magic and see how the white balance and everything looks in the end. See how
See what
you know what I
it
mean?
does, yeah,
It's a
that'd be
great.
kind of cool.
You thought of it. I think it's a great idea.
I think it'd be good to be. I'll have to play. Yeah, it takes work though. I have to work.
I know. Right behind the Zoom screen right now in the live chat that I haven't been paying good attention to. Shame on me. Is anybody writing to us anymore? AZ Drone Dude's the last guy I see. Behind all that is DaVinci waiting for me to get back to another Scotland video because I've been working on the next stop. God, I don't want to be done with it, but I want to be done with it. Does that make sense? Hope everybody else doesn't feel that way, but it's going on forever. There's so much damn footage.
No, it just takes a lot of time and effort, and I just really when I'm not, I think part of the problem is I went back into a business where you're serving the public, and I got burned down in that 20 years ago, and I think I'm burnt out again. So when I'm off,
I got crispy around the edges with the YouTube stuff about a month ago, and I had to have I'd have a heart-to-heart with myself and be like, what am I doing? Why am I so worried about YouTube? I mean, like, it's supposed to be a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. Yeah,
Right.
Lori and I want to be successful as travel vloggers, and it has potential. But you can't rush this shit. I mean, like, we both have full-time jobs. It's like, okay, you have your full-time
Right.
job. So if you want it, so now I feel like, okay, I'm not going to get so concerned with setting deadlines and stuff for this YouTube stuff. I'm just going to put them together and have fun with it. And when it comes out, it comes out. And if it takes me, I don't know, 2 weeks or more to release a video, so be it. I can't like.
What's up,
promise.
Bob? Chris.
Justin just woke up. Hey, Justin.
I was watching. I was trying to find some clips from that shit.
I thought
Yeah.
you were
Oh, is that what you were looking for?
Yeah.
I have some good news. You guys probably don't care, but remember I had a hard drive crash like early in the summer. I lost 6 terabytes of like drone footage forever and ever.
I didn't know.
Well, yeah, I did. It sucked. That's why I got it. That's why I have a NAS now to like back everything up. Like a, there's
Mhm.
40 terabytes. But anyway, I was going through my computer the other day, and I've been moving stuff over to the NAS. Just keep moving things over. Like now, all the pictures, all the video that we do have. I found Sony digital high def camcorder footage that I thought was gone forever. I found it on another drive on the computer. I was like,
Wow.
because it's like shit from Lori and I, like, because we have all our analog stuff on Video 8. I gotta capture it all again, but I found the digital stuff, which like was from like St. Thomas and like I don't know, all over the place, California and all. I found all this shit, and it's like, yes, it was kind of cool. It's really sad when you lose all your stuff. There's so much that I did lose though from the drone that if it wasn't on YouTube, I wouldn't be around at all.
I was pretty proud of myself. I have an old digital camcorder that's actually got the little DV tapes, in it. And I
Also,
hooked.
it's tape. It's digital, but it's digital tape.
Yeah.
This was
yeah.
this was a hard drive camcorder that I was speaking of. So like
Yeah, no, mine's older than that. Yeah, this is an old JVC, and it's been sitting in there, and I've got there was some tapes just laying in there, which I'll never see again. But it actually had, I guess, FireWire. Yeah, FireWire.
yeah, FireWire.
Well, my old computer here actually has a FireWire input on it, so
My old one did too.
I actually hooked it up and transferred the video from those tapes onto my hard drive over here. So I got old vacation footage, Disneyland
build.
vacation footage.
It's awesome stuff to go through. You can make some fun videos. I need
With the tapes though, you got to do it live, real time though. So you got to.
You just capture. I bought a Blackmagic. Blackmagic owns DaVinci. I have a Blackmagic video capture card because I'm going to recapture everything pretty shortly here. I'm going to recapture everything using the Blackmagic card to get it so it'll be crisper than what I was using, which was just a cheap Elgato thing or whatever the other thing was. Garbage. So
Cool.
Not that it's going to be great, right? Because it's what, 400 lines of resolution. I mean, that's as good as it got. Bill, wasn't that what like the old video, like 4:3 video?
I think mine's actually 560 or something weird. I don't know.
The 500 lines. I know like Super VHS was 500, and I think
I forget now.
VHS was 240, which is crap, and then Video 8 might have been, was it 400? I don't know. Anyway, but at least I'll squeeze the most out of it that I can. But it's still old analog stuff, and there's the dropouts and all that shit. But it kind of gives it character, I suppose.
Probably take me an
Justin's
hour to
giggling.
find.
Justin's focused on something and giggling.
You watching porn again, Justin?
I'm listening to you guys. I'm just trying to find this clip.
I have no idea what I did.
30 minutes to make a 3-minute clip is fast, by the way, Curtis. If I was going to make a 3-minute video, it's going to take me no less than 3 hours.
Yeah.
I must really suck because seriously, it's an hour a minute for me. And that's a kind estimate. Usually it's longer than that. Because then that'll get the rough one done, the rough cuts, and then I'll play it back like, oh, yeah, that's got to change. Now Bill's looking for something.
Yeah,
I
I don't know what I did with that video. It's somewhere on one of these drives.
Poke this guy over here.
Because I could tell you what the resolution is if I ever find it.
Bill, if you film in 30 frames in normal color, you must have a lot of stuff you could just give to Bill. Get coast to coast.
I don't film at 1080. I would just have to.
Oh no, you don't have to worry about that though. Filmora, you can render it at 1080. That's what I did too. I filmed in 4K on purpose because I wanted to be able to punch in and post, and then drop it down to 1080 after I was done.
Yeah, I was thinking I was probably going to do that. Yeah, I could probably look around and find something from me 15 years ago when my hair was still brown. Yeah, that's drone video. Yeah. What the hell did I don't know what I did with it. Someday I'll find it and 4K video downloader. What's this? No, that's not it. That's not it.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna.
Somebody else be interesting because
Mr.
I'm.
Dart.
What's up, guys?
How you
Hey,
doing, Curtis?
Curtis.
Curtis.
Dude, you're fast. Really? It only takes you 30 minutes to do a 3-minute video. It's 10 minutes.
It's pretty impressive,
10
actually.
minutes. 10 minutes. Or 10 minutes of editing for 1 minute of video is fast, man.
All right, let me
Listen to this real quick. This was Matt being a diva on his channel.
Oh, that's what you were looking.
Oh, that's what you were looking for. That's why you're
Yeah. You're getting
Just listen to Matt.
Yeah. Oh, he's old hat. He knows every. We've got that one there. 913. Quite okay. So in the chat here we have hanging with JD sitting on 115 subs. We got to we got to get him a little bit of a Matt bump. Matt bump. You know. I've got to put a video together that Matt Bob some shit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Paul's up to 918,000 views.
Shit, man.
You gotta give me a Matt bump. I only got like 270.
I need a damn
I
Matt
told
bump.
you. I told you in a private chat during the week, Tim. No good coming to me crying. I only put worthy channels forward. I'll get a phone call from him.
I think he was.
The problem is when he gives you a Matt bump, he expects dinner afterwards.
Dinner or a BJ?
No, you can't do that at all. Actually, you got nothing to offer, to be honest.
I'm not gonna be sore tomorrow after Matt bump in there.
Yeah, what does he mean by a Matt bump? I'm a little scared. It's like when you go to get your prostate checked. It's like a Matt bump.
No, he was doing these where he was literally just putting people's links in the chat and getting as many people to subscribe to their channel as possible. And then like he would get you like 3 or 4 subscribers, and then he'd be like, "See, I'm lifting your channel up."
Nice.
He goes, "It's slow now, but by morning you'll have thousands."
I think there's a support your local drone channel thing coming up on Coast to Coast, and is it this week or is it like next week? It's coming up. Bill, when's that happening?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, when's Bill Thomas doing the next support your drone channel thing? That's always nice.
I think he said next. He's because he was talking about it. I think he's gonna do it like next week or something.
Pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shared a couple of channels with him that I just kind of stumbled upon that are really super small. And
I'm at the point now, though, if you're not going to watch my damn channel, don't subscribe to me.
That's really best, Justin, because if you don't have loyal viewers, what's the point? They're not gonna. You're right. If you're
And
not
I
gonna
can't.
watch- it's like
I can't subscribe to 47 different drone channels, and everybody expect me to watch every one of their videos. You know what I'm saying?
right. I do. I understand what you're saying.
Just
Yeah,
like I don't expect all you guys to watch any of my videos. I really don't. Like I'm not expecting it at all.
Thank God.
It's the sub for sub thing doesn't work. Period. It's not going to work. You need people that are truly interested in what you're doing and want to watch your stuff and be engaged in the comments and all of that.
Well, let's face it. If you sub for say you sub for 10 channels, you're going to be lucky if 3 of them stick.
Right.
And then those 3 probably aren't even going to watch your channel.
Yeah, so they're useless. They're just like they're ghosts. They're not gonna do anything. So in that regard, YouTube's doing us a favor by cleansing your channel. At least just the ones that do watch and comment, the loyal people stick around.
I mean, I do have quite a handful of the, drone community that stops by like almost every one of my videos, but I mean, which I love, but I don't
it's really
expect
cool.
everybody in the drone community to just flock to my channel.
No, me either. As much as I would like that, I mean, I just don't expect it either.
I give up. I can't find him.
But now we're I keep saying my channel. It's really it's Lori's in my channel now, but our channel We've been making more and more friends overseas that are like travel vloggers, and it's kind of fun to see them. They do jump in on the chat and stuff, and they'll watch the live streams, and then when they miss them, they'll write in the comments, "Oh, we're so sorry we missed it. We were busy. Just watch the video." Blah 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 blah. That's really cool. And then a lot of them use drones, which just like we all do. But
And JD's
they're always-
100% correct. Matt bumps stick with you for life. And it's just like a fucking case of herpes.
What did I do here? I did something. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
This is you, Chuck, doing this? I wasn't paying attention.
That's not me. I don't know who's editing right now.
That's probably Curtis.
Curtis is editing.
Well, that's definitely not Paul. I mean, come on. He uses Movie Maker.
That's Premiere.
Well, I'm impressed in how smooth this is coming over the internet to me. You know what I mean? There's no choppiness to this at all.
Yeah, he's usually Zoom and StreamYard.
Curtis, are you using Curtis? Are you using proxies?
Nope.
No shit. What machine are you running?
Just something I made.
Okay. So, what'd you make?
So here's a quick 24-second edit.
What's under the hood of that thing? Because it seems pretty snappy. And if you're not using, even I use proxies, and I have an i9 with 14 cores. So I'm just wondering.
So let me jump in here and not distract from what you're talking about for just a second. Well, we were talking about editing and stuff, and I wanted to show you guys using the best software. Let me get this out of the way.
Well, you're using one of the big three.
Yeah.
I'm using the big boy himself.
DaVinci's just as good. You have to pick.
So I've got this
Final-
track here. Let me do this. Let me
Final cut.
first. Let me
Yours.
microphone over here so you guys can hear me.
Big three.
This is a audio track I wrote. It's 2 minutes and 54 seconds long. I'll kind of speed through it.
Yeah, so you put your music down first.
And it has a definite ending.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the track I want to use.
So then you put put markers in it for all the beats so you can, where you want to switch shots and stuff like I do. I put markers in. I go
Nope.
through play the
I'm gonna
track.
show you
and-
guys. This is why you use a piece of software like this. So here's my footage. Here's how long the music is.
Yep.
I can go over here to music. Let me click on the music. Go over here to music, and I want to do duration. Now for my clip is 24 seconds and 25 frames. We'll go zero that out. Whoops.
You can't just drag the clip to be shorter and then truncate it. You have to
Yep.
do it that way.
No, you can drag it. You
Okay.
can drag it over here too.
Yeah, because down on your timeline, you can take the music clip, you could drag it in. Can you grab the upper right corner and drag it to the left to fade it out too?
Oh, we're doing something totally different than what you're expecting.
You are.
Yeah. I'll show you here in just a second. So what Premiere has now done for me is they've taken the clip, they've analyzed it.
Well, it's not where I would cut it, but it's a good starting point if that's what you're saying, Curse. It gets you close. Yeah, it gets it close, but I still think you could do a better job than the AI.
It totally edits the music for you. Can you see these little cuts in here?
Yeah.
Where it cuts and splices up the music for you. So now I didn't have to do anything. And now I can go in and polish up my edits and everything. So now you can take
That is
any
slick.
length of song, put it in here, and you can adjust the duration, and it will edit the duration down for you.
So it adjusted the music to your
To my
pre-length clips there. The
the
clips
length
didn't
of the
change, the music changed to work with the clips.
So the one thing that it didn't do was it didn't go through and like it didn't.
Yeah, see, I didn't like the way if I thought maybe it was gonna adjust the clips and where they were cut, because like with your main beat, it's like the clips. I like to have the clips change with the main, like your main beat, basically. You know, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, change, 2, 3, 4, change, 2, that kind of thing. And it doesn't really do that. But maybe that's just me. That's just me. I'm kind of weird. Everybody knows that I'm weird. I'm super particular about shit.
Come on.
I'm glad you showed me this because this is allegedly another new feature in Filmora, believe it or not.
Yeah, they all copy one another. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if it's in DaVinci and I haven't used it because I haven't even tried to like look for it or discover it. It's probably in there too, and probably Final Cut Pro too.
Yeah, they mention AI to match your music to your videos, and I was like, how the hell you do that?
That's pretty badass.
I'm gonna jump off here, guys. I'm gonna actually take the Mini 2 up for a quick test flight.
Yay!
For the first time.
Flyer safe.
Justin, good luck, buddy. Let us know how it goes.
Flyer
Well,
safe, Justin.
I'll post a video here in a little bit.
You don't want to see a crash video, so make sure you just have good footage.
Well, I
There you
got
go.
the
Now I've
insurance
got
this
it
time.
edited so that it matches the beat.
Yeah.
Justin, I think I got a new subscriber. Do you feel like, hurting yourself in some way?
Wait, hold on.
We'll add an adjustment layer.
Did you get a new subscriber? I'm probably losing subscribers after my
I'm only kidding. I didn't get one. Don't do it.
Go up here to
I
window.
was gonna give you one.
Go to color.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay, Justin.
Take care, Justin. Have fun.
My problem is I've got this zoom window in the way. I got to keep moving it out.
Curtis, what are you using for a screen? You got a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah. 32-inch.
Okay. I'm using a 34 curved and it still doesn't feel like enough room. Are you grading? No, you're still in.
So I'm grading all my clips at the same time. I can make that cut a little bit better. We can fade that out just a little bit earlier. Let's go over here to window, workspace, editing, over to our effects, video transition, dissolve, dip to black. Let's stretch that out just a little bit. And let's see what else can we do here. Got my watermark. Drag it out to length.
But I lost, there it is.
I'll find it. Hang on one sec. Scale it down, slide it over, slide it down. Let's do it. just a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
So we got watermark. Let's see. We'll put a. What are we gonna do on here for? Since Paul likes to call me the wizard. Yeah, I'm still moving stuff out of the way to make it all work.
So curious where the graphics come from. You created those? Curtis, did you create that graphic set? I think you did.
Yeah, I made all that.
Would you?
So
use
there
to
we
cre-
go.
would
How
you use
long
to-
did it take me to do that?
It would have taken me like years. So like how long would it take you?
That's great.
What'd you use?
What do you mean?
I mean, what software did you use? Well, like in DaVinci, I have Fusion. I can do graphics in Fusion, but I don't.
Are you talking about for the end piece?
Yeah, for your outro or whatever you want to call
So
it.
that's a combination of stuff. It's not any one thing. It's so like the 3D stuff, the stuff that has depth to it, I make that in Cinema 4D. And then there's a plugin for After Effects called Cineware.
After Effects, okay. So using
and then you pull the Cinema 4D files into After Effects, and you add your lights and your smoke and all that other stuff in there.
That's like Fusion. Okay, so your After Effects is like Fusion in DaVinci.
Yeah, but you're basically making it in Cinema 4D.
Okay. So using a couple of pieces of software to kind of get it all together.
Right. But like
that's cool.
I can show you guys a bunch of them here.
I was gonna say I could you're still
share my screen.
Nemo.
So on this particular one, the whale and the fish are all 2D. And I'm using the puppet pen tool and After Effects to just animate motion as they move across the screen. All the lights and these leaves are stuff photos I found, and I just animated those. Again, it's just a puppet pen tool. So you just animate those, and then you add a little blur to them so they look like they're a little bit further in the background. All this 3D stuff is in the foreground. So we'll start it over so you can see it. So the fish are 2D. In fact, if you catch them at the right spot, they're flat.
Oh, really?
Now see, look right here.
Oh yeah, okay. See the profile where they're like,
so they're 1 pixel deep, but it goes by so fast you don't even see that stuff. So all this right here is done in After Effects. See the plant moving?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat.
I just added a blur to it, and the light rays are a plug-in for After Effects called Optical Flares. And the caustics up there, that's After Effects. The little particles that are in the water, that's After Effects. But the stuff coming down now is Cinema 4D.
That's cool.
That is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
That's why he's the wizard.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I've got DaVinci up. But I guess I can show you DaVinci. Here, I'll show you DaVinci. There's DaVinci. So like this is the one we just released yesterday from the castle that you guys were talking about earlier, but Got a little bit of shit going on, Curtis, don't you think?
Who, me?
Look at the video, the left side.
Yeah. Did it not does it not show?
No, I'm saying I had
Yeah,
something
so I
else
have
up on the screen first.
All
So-
my titles are in the top in video 3, video 2, and video 1. Video 1's my primary timeline track. Then I bring in some stuff over here. Got a little fusion map right in here. I had the logo moves across, blah 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 blah. Then I have the audio from the main video tracks down here. Then I have music down here, and then all my narration that goes along with it's all down here. And then I just kind of adjust it all and bring it all in. But that's a typical Chuck project right there.
That's another thing that Premiere does. You can do auto ducking for your voiceovers.
Yes, yeah, I could too, but I tend to do it manually. I usually have the audio level pretty. I like to have the audio level like kind of soften, but be consistent because it just I'm not huge on ducking. But where things get really good is the color correction in DaVinci is just the best. So all I have to do is basically adjust my lift. You know, I can adjust my lift up and down. And then I can adjust my gain a little bit up and down just to get where I need to be. And then I'll just change the saturation up and down. And then I'm graded. And then I can then if I want to do color correct, I can go over here and I can grab the freaking white balance and just boop. And so and you can manually tweak that shit too. But DaVinci's for color grading, I really love DaVinci. I've finally started to figure out how to use it a little better.
I've got a buddy lives in Copenhagen that's big on DaVinci, and he's a colorist. Period.
It's a strong point. I'm very weak at it. I'm just learning. I mean, I'm like
I should invite him to come in and talk about color correcting one day.
That would be really cool because I still suck at it. But
for most of us here, it'd be like
over our heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
I'd love to learn though. I mean, it's one of the things that I really.
He does multi-layer and masking, color correction.
Yeah, so he's changing backgrounds and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool stuff.
He color corrects the distance. He color corrects the foreground. He color corrects skin tone, all individually. Yeah.
Does he do like YouTube videos on how to do all that stuff? Because I mean, that's pretty intense.
No, he's too busy making money doing it.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
But he flies. The reason I know him, I've known him for years now. But he before he started doing that, he was big on drones. He's still big on drones. It's just color correction is putting money in his pocket, and that he'll take a month to color correct a 3-minute video.
Yeah,
you're going frame by frame.
Yeah, that's pretty serious stuff right there. But anyway, that's a typical project for me. That's how I do it. So audio is kind of important to me, so I tend to mess around with audio a lot. But
well, audio really is, that's another thing that conveys emotion.
Yeah, it's the backbone. It sets the vibe and everything for your video. So like the music, the music I picked for this one.
Dude, we've already lost Paul.
What?
He's back.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the music, like I had the music. I started off with kind of an upbeat piece for the beginning here when Lori and I were learning to speak pub Gaelic. So that was the guy at the castle teaching us pub Gaelic, and then we go across the bridge. I didn't want to show the whole bridge, so I cut it. I cut the bridge, but in order to transition, I showed a couple of quick clips from 2 movies from Highlander and James Bond where they were filmed at that same castle. And that basically what that did was take it so it wasn't just like a boom, boom, kind of like, you're halfway across the bridge all of a sudden. And then I changed the music too and went to a more like kind of somber piece. It was more like yeah, I agree with you, Curtis. That's how you do it, right? I mean, it's like the music is what brings the emotion and the vibe and everything and brings it all together. It's the glue.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely the glue. So, 24 frames a second. I wish I had done 25. You guys are all doing 25, aren't you? Like Billy Kyle uses 25.
I do 30.
Oh, you're 30? I thought you were 25.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, I'm a rebel. I'm a 25.
I have this theory. Well, not theory. So one of my advantages is the guys that make After Effects the headquarters is here in Seattle, and I get to go hang out up there all the time. And there were a couple times where Google was there and they were talking about YouTube and uploading videos to YouTube and everything. And they said a lot of people don't realize that they re-encode your video. So the absolute best thing to do is upload in 30 frames per second per YouTube at 4K, because then they downsize that all the way down to 420 resolution for like your phones and stuff like that. So you give them the more information you give them, the better the quality is when they down res everything.
Oh, okay.
So for guys that are doing 24 frames at 1080p or whatever, you're killing yourself when it gets reconverted.
When it gets crushed.
When it gets
Basically
crushed down.
crush it. Yeah.
So it looks
I'm
great on your screen, but you got to think about everybody else that's watching it, and all
I'm
the
a
different
4K.
formats they're watching it on.
I'm 4K 24, but
And then what about the guys with a bad internet connection and they're trying to watch a 24 frame a second video, and it's starting to lag?
get a better phone.
Well, yeah, for your video, they're going to go out and buy a better phone. Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
Well, that's the good thing. That's like when I don't really worry about it, because I figure I just don't. I'm not going to worry about that. I do stuff proper. But you're right. As far as the masses are concerned, most people are watching on a phone and probably not even turning it. Like, they're probably holding it like this. They're not even turning it like this.
Yeah.
And it's so I'm cognizant of that when I have my titling and stuff, to make it so it should be visible even on a small platform like a phone held 19:6 instead of 16:9.
What do you think, Bill?
I'm sorry, I was watching Disney videos.
Okay. I finally the actual Disney.
I actually finally found the converted video that I got off my camcorder.
Nice.
It took me forever to find. I did a search of all my drives for MP4s and then sorted them by date, and they didn't show up. So then I said, "Oh, all right, stupid. Look for the software you used to capture it." And I found the software that I used to capture it, because I couldn't remember the name of that either, because it's the only time I ever used it. And it told me where it was, and here it is. I apologize. I agree with Curtis as far as producing video. That if your plan is to put it on a streaming platform, you want to do it in a way that's going to look the best for the most people.
So 4K, I agree, is a safe
if I'm
bet.
catching what your question was, because I was listening.
I wasn't aware that if you film in 24, you drop frames and stuff after YouTube kind of, well, like I said, call it crushing it, basically crushing it down.
Well, they're re-encoding it.
Right. Actually, there was a point where they were talking about they weren't even going to allow H.264 video anymore. You were going to have to upload in 265. That hasn't happened, but I actually read that.
I heard that, but there's not enough people that have cameras that will do that just yet. But they would like to go to 265. Well, you think about the savings in storage space.
Sure.
Well,
I can't.
You mean as
I
far
can't
as the
even
codec
begin to
for
imagine what YouTube's.
As far as codecs, and I mean, I'm not. That's not exactly what you guys are talking about. But they may start limiting what it is that you can upload.
So when you render it, though,
make it easier for your
it,
servers.
When you
I'm sorry,
when you render it is when you could change the codec to be H.265.
Sure.
Can you upload to YouTube in 265 right now if you wanted to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't, because I can render in 265. I don't mind doing that.
You can upload an AVI film if you want.
Yep.
Well, I'm just in the interest of space for them, because I can't. It's unimaginable how much.
I know,
much data they have.
Well, that's just it. And when you got to consider their server farms and the amount of work that they have to do, they may start limiting what you can put it up, including, what quality or what frame rate.
I would think they will have no choice, because you can't just keep expanding and expanding and
right.
Where do they put it all?
Either that or they may date stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so for instance, I will upload a video today, and based on how popular it is and where it's getting views from, if my buddy in Amsterdam and his buddies watch my video, they're going to upload to the servers in Amsterdam or nearby so that they can get to it faster, because, there's a market for it there. But if there's nobody in Japan watching my videos, they're not going to upload to the servers in Japan. So they are you can get to it, but it just takes longer to load.
Can you actually physically download a hard copy of your video from YouTube?
Yeah. Go to your channel. There's a way to download it.
But it actually downloads the video, not just like a link to it, but actually the video.
Yeah. Just
So-
go to. I forgot exactly where it is, but there's a couple ways to do it. There's 4K video downloader, which will download your video for you.
Yeah, I have that one.
But you can also go to your studio settings, and there's a way to download your videos.
I need to do that because
I think
had
what
that-
you should do though is date stuff. Like after a while, videos become dead. And they
that's
don't-
why I kind of want to grab them, because if I hadn't lost that hard drive I told you guys about, I'd still have all my stuff. But instead, I've lost some projects that the only place they exist is on YouTube, and I'm trusting that they're safe there, but they may not be. Because of what you just said. And what we're
Well,
talking about. How
I don't work for them, but I would think that would be a logical step for them.
I know they started doing stuff with like Drive and things, where remember they used to give you unlimited photo storage.
Yeah.
If you compressed them a little bit, and
Yep.
recently they changed that, took that away. So I would think.
Well, even
that-
the thumbnails, it used to be unlimited what you could use for a thumbnail on your video. You could, do a screen grab of one of your shots in your video at 4K and upload that. Well, now they're limiting the size of thumbnails. They're saying, hey, you need to do the work. We can't store everything.
Right, and that's so. I guess that'll be one of my projects today. After I got to get off of here soon, sadly.
Get 4K video downloader and just download all your stuff with that. You can set it up so it'll just download the whole channel.
4K video downloader.
Or you can go through and select which videos you want it to download and just let it do its thing.
That would be awesome. And then I'll just put them on the NAS, and then they're.
It's free. It's got a little bit of advertising at the bottom. It's not obtrusive or in your way or anything. So that's pretty cool about it.
That would be fine.
But you can get a paid version too.
I'm all for a paid version if it gets rid of the bullshit, and then.
Oh, it does a real good job.
Here's
Actually-
some quality video. This is not that long ago.
How long ago? The
Cinematic.
camera looks like a few years ago, like 2004, 5, 6, maybe.
I'm just saying this is what we were using. This is a DVR. I mean, not DVR.
Bill, you looked really young there.
Yeah, that's my son.
it is.
That's Disney World. You're on Bay Lake,
Yep.
Grand Floridian, monorail.
All so excited bringing my son to Disney World.
Yep. I used to get the mini speedboats in that lagoon. I see one off to the left.
There it is.
Magic
There's
Kingdom.
there's the castle. Oh my gosh.
You guys were taking the ferry over from the Ticket and Transportation Center.
That was
huh?
the fastest way to get in the park. I always found is 800 people at a time. Boom, get in there. Go.
Yeah, it was good.
Monorail is a good way to get into, but
I like there's the mini speedboats. Those were so fun. I used to hammer around in those things all the time because we always stayed in we'd stay in the Contemporary mostly, or maybe the Polynesian. And
We drove down from Georgia one time to go there. My brother was like 3, and that was a pain in the ass taking a 3-year-old with us.
yeah.
You just spend all your time in line there. That's the only thing.
Well, Lori and I were big amusement park people for a long time. Then we discovered beaches.
That was pre 3-axis gimbals. There's
Little barbershop quartet. Nice. Remember those dudes?
yeah, this is a JVC mini handheld camera with digital tape. And then, by the way, this is it rendered. This is 640 by 480, which I'm guessing is the right ratio because nobody looks taller or fatter than they're supposed to be.
No, they look about
Here's what I'm
proportioned.
wondering if any of those, if the guy on the end is still alive.
I don't know, but it was. I remember seeing those dudes marching around like Main Street and stuff. It was. So Bill, how old was your son when you went? He looked pretty young.
I don't know when
Roughly?
to tell you the truth,
Because I was in 5th grade. The first time my parents took me and my 2 sisters to Disney World, I was in 5th grade. So what's that put me about, like 9 or 10?
Well, he's definitely older than that.
And
He looked like about 12 or 13.
okay, so he was the age of he was my older
older
sister's
than that.
age then.
What?
I can only tell you that the to go there and when you're in 5th grade and to experience
I don't know what
like
this is about.
what was the Magic Kingdom was just mind blowing. I mean, it was incredible.
Oh, I don't want to
I'll
forget.
never forget.
Bill,
that.
did you say you have a CC account with Adobe?
He's just a young looking kid, my son. I'm sorry, what?
You said you have the Creative Cloud content, right, for Adobe?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, I don't have that. No, the Adobe I have is CS6.
Yeah,
I'm not paying the monthly.
What I just showed you guys is the beta version of Premiere Pro that's coming out. It's available for everybody. It's not an exclusive thing. You just go to your Creative Cloud account, and and you can download a beta version of the next thing that's coming out. And this is the next version that's coming out.
He doesn't look that old.
He's at least 18, 20 years old. So my son's 33 years old. He'll be 34 this summer. He's very young looking.
Yeah, but Disney World's been around for 30 years.
Yeah, but this wasn't. No. I think I flew him down after. This might be 13, 14, 15 years ago. I don't know. I can't recall. I wish I knew.
When I went, they still had the 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride.
Oh, I remember. That was my favorite ride.
That one and the Pirates was my favorite.
Pirates of the Caribbean before they destroyed it with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Well, and then you had the theater
girls.
where the Hall of the Presidents.
The Hall of Presidents.
Yep.
Yep. Haunted Mansion was high on my list.
Yep.
Mission to Mars I used to really dig. Remember Mission to Mars? That's gone.
It's in the thing at night they do.
The light show.
Yeah.
That's the Handel's water music. Dun, 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 dun,
I'll have to go dig the tapes out and see if I put the date on it.
Well, you should be. Wouldn't there be a date on the file itself?
No, this is converted.
Oh, that's the Main Street electrical light show. The Main Street electrical parade. That was always really cool.
Let me see. Properties. I don't know if it's. I doubt it kept any of that original information. Let's take a look. No, there's nothing here. Nope. Unfortunately. But anyway, it was kind of cool that I was actually able to save it, because otherwise I'll never see it again.
Yeah, some pretty cool memories.
Yeah.
Well, cool stuff.
Disney's
it was a magical place.
Let's see that's good. Oh, this was Ken's place. Was I living down here? Or was I visiting? I've been down here since 06. Yeah, that's a nice picture.
Like a little phone.
There's Dad. He looked pretty good. I could probably tell by what he's driving. Shit.
Can you tell by the mirror?
Well, I mean, it's my father. He just buys a lot of vehicles. He just goes from one to the my stepfather. He goes from
You don't
one.
have a dashboard shot. You can figure it out from that.
Yeah, but this is his buddy had a home here.
Oh wait, there's a car.
Yeah, that's the
Crown
Mercury.
Vic. It's Crown Vic,
like
isn't
a Mercury.
Looked like a Mercury. It looked like a Crown Vic or a Mercury.
It is. That's the old
Grand
Crown
Marquis.
Vic. But that's.
Yeah.
Did we drive down?
That was the preferred Floridian vehicle.
Maybe
Wasn't it,
older
Paul?
than I thought it was. Yeah.
That the preferred silver-haired retiree Floridian vehicle.
Yeah.
Crown Vic.
Well, he's also owned 4 Mustang GTs and several other. He's just nuts. My father. That's his friend Ken. There's my
Going
wife.
down the street in my 5.0 with the top put down so my hair can blow.
He gave us that
Ice,
Crown
Ice
Vic.
Baby. The lyrics, something like that. Curtis is giggling.
This might be 06. Oh, this is his boat.
Cool.
Ken's boat. See, he's older than you think. He's about 5'11" here. I don't, he's not that, but that's as tall as he's gotten. That's Ken. Let me see.
Looking for alligators?
I'll have to figure this out. It's bothering me now.
Now you're in that's the studios.
Yeah. Universal. Yeah.
That's not Universal. It looks like Disney. Oh,
Is
maybe.
it? I thought it was Universal. Is it the that's the Lucille Ball thing?
Oh, maybe.
Nope. I believe it's Universal's.
You're right. Over by the store. Yep. Oh, and the Nickelodeon thing. Yeah, where they slimed you. Yep.
I didn't go in there.
I got in trouble back in that era. We went to Back to the Future. And I had my camcorder with me, and I was filming in the ride, and they yelled at me over the intercom, "You are not allowed to video record during this ride."
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe we can tell. This is.
What?
Here I am inside a thing, video recording.
Yeah. Did you ever get to do the demonstrations? Like I did the Hitchcock one. That was fun. I was on the carousel with like. I did a bunch of those. I used to get picked all the time.
This girl was good. Cyberdyne. The Terminator.
Nice. Yeah.
Is that still there?
Probably not. I think Twister's gone. Twister was interesting there. Ghostbusters was cool. They had the big Stay Puft dude. The old King Kong ride was great. Remember King Kong? Where they grabbed onto the wire that you're on with a cable car and you like, boom.
Oh, I didn't go on that. That sounds
That was
awesome.
Righteous.
I don't know what the hell this is all about. This might be. When was the hurricane? In fact, this is the hurricane that ripped the shit out of Central Florida. That was Charlie. Was it?
Why are you zooming in on? Oh, I see why you're zooming in.
What do
now.
you think?
Yeah, for a second I thought it was the dude, and then I see the white bikini. That's better. I have shots like that from
Right,
Cape
it's the
Cod. That's
bald-headed
hilarious.
guy. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's like I have Cape Cod shots like that. When I was with Lori, I was panning around looking for TNA.
No, I'll be able to figure this out now. There was a hurricane that went across Central Florida, damaged Orlando Airport. That's this trip. Now I remember. Yeah, I was still living in Pennsylvania. Yeah, you might be right. This might be 04. It's pretty old.
Ooh.
What's she doing? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know why I spent so much time on just her with my wife right there. But
Because your wife wasn't really paying attention to you moving the camera around.
That's why you kept panning it around so she didn't notice. That's
Oh, they know.
she's not the jealous type anyway. She doesn't care. She my wife's pretty hot. She's not jealous, really. She's not insecure at all. Wow, this is really, really nice, smooth cinema. This is
Well, you were zoomed. You were
cinematic.
You were zoomed in. When you're zoomed in, it's really.
this almost reminds me of those guys that do the FPV flying. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah, I'm getting a little woozy, but
Yep.
it's like, but that's when you're zoomed in like that. Of course, it's going to be a little jumpier. And I don't know if Steady Shot was a thing until about 93 or 94. I think that's when Steady Shot showed up on the scene. Remember, Bill, they had Steady Shot that would kind of like
Yeah.
smooth stuff out.
Yeah, I don't know if this camera had anything like that or not. I know back then, if you put it on, it lowered the quality of the video as well, though. But you know,
Well, yeah, it's got to crop it in kind of like Spark, and you've spent a lot of time on the brunette. So,
oh, my wife's trying to learn how to boogie board.
oh, well, that's your wife. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't go so well.
I think that dude's pissed at you. He can tell. He's got the freaking Spidey sense going.
All right, come on, honey, you can do it. She got very excited. I think she managed to do this 2 or 3 times.
Or I gotta drop off. It's like I can't believe it's almost noon.
Yeah, I'm just sharing my home movies with you.
That's cool. It's cool, Bill. I gotta jump. I gotta take care of some other stuff.
Hey, Chuck.
But
we'll see you later, Chuck. We're gonna leave here shortly anyway. I've been on since 8 o'clock.
I know you have. It's been a long as it's like Jerry Lewis telethon thing.
Exactly.
Trying to get
Don't forget, Chuck. Later this afternoon, Curtis is going to be live under the sea.
Under the sea.
Yep.
Nice.
Yes, I think I was trying to catch her top coming down.
Curtis is gonna have a crab fight.
So when Bill's done, I'll show you guys the actual boat. You showed the wrong boat this morning, Paul.
All right,
Ooh.
everybody in the chat. JD, Curtis.
All right, I'll cut out of this. Show us what you got.
See you guys later. Peace out.
Chuck, you want to stay and see Curtis's boat?
I think I just left. Oh, I didn't. Okay.
There's the boat.
This is the one I'm
Cool.
thinking about buying.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Ooh, twins.
I can get a 3-motor, but do I really need a 3-motor?
With the price of fuel, I don't know if 3 motors is a great idea at the moment.
Well, this is going to be a work boat.
Still.
He's gonna use it for his underwater and for aerial.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But
Who's
it
doing the
has
drone-
it has a cabin and everything where you can.
Yeah,
It's got microwaves. It's got radar, sonar.
It's got the whole 10 yard. It is compact.
Were you
it's got a
tracking?
hidden-
Did you have the drone like tracking for you?
No, this is not me. This is a promo video.
Okay, who did the drone work? Because it's pretty good.
I don't know.
It's cool. Smooth.
But yeah, this whole front end is there's
It's
a
all
little
aluminum, right?
bed up there. There's a little
Aluminium.
Yep.
Very cool.
Guaranteed not to sink.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the hull? You got?
Oh, it's a Boston Whaler?
No, it's not a Boston. It's in the style of the Boston Whaler, but all this is foam that's built around in here.
Yeah, because that's how
So
they do
even-
it too, I think.
Yeah, if you even if you get a hull, rip in the hull, it'll still float.
Right.
Just go to that probably right to there. That's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. What are they talking? How much is that?
200K.
Have to ask.
Yeah, I figured that. 200K is a bargain.
Well, if you're using it for your business,
yeah,
write it off.
I'm not being sarcastic. That's that's in line. I got friends down here to spend 170,000 for center consoles that, whatever.
The only problem up here though is
Drone
the
production.
we only
That's
get
what I'm
about
doing.
3, maybe 4 months of good boating weather. I don't want to get out in the rain and the snow and do stuff. Although it is covered, so I could do ROV
Put
stuff in this thing.
Put an icebreaker kit on the front.
Oh, we don't. It doesn't get that cold. It's just cold. We don't get super hot up here, and we don't get super cold.
Now, how big is that one, Curtis?
This is the 35 footer.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
you
other
were-
one, the other one I liked was the 44, right?
Yeah, the 44.
Oh. Sorry, I know I'm jumping out, boys and girls.
Okay, Chuck.
So, Newfound Drone Productions, see them in the chat. Nice seeing you. Sorry I
Yep.
can't stick around. Paul, thanks for letting me in.
Hey, Chuck, you're
Bill
always
and
welcome,
Curtis.
my friend.
The
Always
thing I
good to
like
see
about
you
these
guys.
is you can beach them.
Yeah,
Later.
you can just run them up on the beach.
Yep.
I think the speed it was going, you could probably hop that little island.
You probably could. They say 60 miles. There's another video where a guy's doing 60 miles an hour. You couldn't do that around the Puget Sound where I live because you'd be messing up the waterfront homes with the wake. But I think this is the one you were showing, Paul. Yeah, it's got a little access hatch up here. You can launch your drone off the top. There's plenty of place to launch the ROVs off the back. I was thinking about, mounting some cameras on the front and the top, and I could do live shows directly from the boat too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice.
I'm contemplating.
Well, you said the wife was all on board, right?
If I'm doing it for a business, yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
There
Really
you
nice.
go. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call it. Curtis, good luck on this afternoon.
Thank you.
And
Charging batteries now as we speak.
all right. We'll look for you this afternoon, and I'll be on later this evening. Bill, thanks for coming in.
Oh, it's always my pleasure. I'm gonna nap.
Okay.
Bill, I'll probably see you tonight.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
nappy-
That'd be great. That'd be great. Thanks,
It's
Curtis.
nappy time. Yep.
I'm
We'll
gonna
see you.
nap, and then Laura's gonna be on doing her trivia probably. So
Yep.